is going on, Governors? Chisgule here, and today we're going to be watching Ark of Osiris, ye old Rise in Ark. Oh yes, my friends, we just woke up. We're going to play, well, we're going to play our accounts, but we're mostly going to watch Ark of Osiris. Let me get my mic a smidge closer, get that audio quality through the roof. Here we go. Bada boom. Mic in place. Come one, come all. See, this addresses the issue of not being able to hear me. Get the mic nice and close. We're going to watch Ark League and have a grand old time. You know I love casting Ark of Osiris. I should have possibly been a radio personality. Maybe in an alternate life I was or am, depending on how the multiverse works. I don't know if you're into Spider-Man. No spoilers. What match will you stream? What match indeed? We've got a bunch of choices for the 1300 banding. Hello, Ice W. Good as always, and one of these days I'll slip up and say your full name. Good morning, Tim, Bingy, Joel, Melvin, Joshua, Foxman, Matt, Elemental Fox, Jack Bow 3, Jen Clip, Ben, and more. What's your thoughts of meeting JWM soon, Chisgule? Am I meeting JWM soon? Is that happening? Should I have looked at that? I don't think I necessarily meet JWM soon. I don't think I necessarily do. I think they're going to be a really tough team to beat, is what I think of JWM. They've been to the finals before. They know how to get there again. And after having lost, they are going to prep a lot. That is generally my experience with this style of game, is that, you know, you think you're the king of the world right up until you have a big loss. And I'm not saying that they thought they were the king of the world, but like, until you've lost, it's hard to feel like that fire of needing to relentlessly self-improve. And yeah, that's the sort of mindset you need to win in Ark League. This is true for war in this game, right? Like, man, in Kingdom 51, early in this game, right? Like, we thought we knew how to wage war in an alliance and how to organize an alliance. Please, only after lots of war did we come to understand what it really takes. Hey, everybody, how's it going? Lots of folks in the chat. Gecko Gaming, what's going on? Good to see you, dude. Gecko Gaming, another YouTuber and a moderator. Thank you for moderating in my own chat. Oh, baby. Lots of action to see. Now, look, I'll be honest. I think these matches are mostly going to be one-sided. Let's see if we can find some good ones. This first matchup, Golden Throne versus Conqueror of Realms, I think that could be a great matchup because the power looks roughly even. As a starting point, that seems pretty gosh darn good. If we look a little further down the roster, another even matchup, the Frozen Empire versus XCS, and Royals 96RZ versus Asgard. I expect 96RZ is going to steamroll as they've done well in the past. So these are three matchups that look pretty awesome. But let me ask you in the chat, what division do you want us to watch? What do you want to see? What do you want to see? And we can go inspect some of those matches. Eatin' Her Puddin' are okay. Morning, Chis. My KVK Z5 opens in 4 to 5 hours. We've got 3 Imperium Kingdoms in our Lost Kingdom. Wow, it'll look like it'll be chaotic. Let's see here. KVK Zone 5. What Lost Kingdom number is that? Maybe we can spectate that at some point. Oh, there it is. 1429, a Lost Kingdom 52, huh? Well, let me just make a note of that and remind me if I'm streaming later, or perhaps I should say when I'm streaming later. Maybe we should jump in and just check that out. Hello, Chisk. Oh, hold on one second. I'm still taking my notes. All right, now I can see the chat again. Hello, Chis. Can't get enough of your videos. Amazing content, very entertaining. Thank you, Silencer. I do seriously appreciate it. We're still waking up. Don't mind our sleepy morning start, although, you know me, my energy is going to be through the roof within a matter of moments. When these gates open for Ark League, you know that we turn on fire as we cast. MXRCY says, hello, Chisgule. What's a good pairing for Pelagius? Great news. Commander like Pelagius, you got choices on choices. I like Boudica a lot. Both generate a lot of rage. I like Bybars for AoE. I like Belisarius for single target damage and being all sneaky getting away. You got choices. You've got choices. Eileen, we are on the East Coast. So we were just impacted by the time zone change. It's 9 o'clock on the clocks, but feels like 8 a.m., which means when I got up for this thing, it was like, 7 a.m. It's early for me. It's early for me. Good morning, Hendra. All right, so do you all have a division over here you want me to be casting this morning? If not, I want to watch Golden Throne. I mean, really the three that are here. These three that are on the screen, that's where we're going to start. Is Charles Martel and Sun Tzu a good combination? Hendra, yes, it is. Will you make a Q&A video soon? Tell me what you mean by a Q&A video. Yesterday we did Q&A after we cast matches, and we'll probably do the same thing today. Beastmaster64, just keep up the great work, big fan, and then flexing. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Honestly, the positive feedback does mean a lot. When you leave that in the chat, or especially in the comments, because I'm pretty sure Google gets a look at that, or I guess YouTube gets a look at that and looks at what the sentiment is of the comments. That does actually help me a lot. And, it's just nice to see. 1 p.m. here in England. Well, Jack Bow, cheers to you in England. I'm going to have a spot of tea real quick. Ice W says, just find an even match, Chisgule. All right, we'll do that. Check Division 5. Ah, yes. The LG matchup. The LG matchup. This is going to be a cool match to watch. Okay, we can watch that match. We might even start here, actually. We might start here. LG2, I want to watch that. Good call. Chat leading the way. Thank you, GenClip. Do you like dogs or cats? If yes, have one. I prefer cats to dogs. I have neither a cat nor a dog. I have a baby, and that's plenty. I wonder how hard hell difficulty will be today with Shadow Legion. We're going to have a Shadow Legion video go live tomorrow. That's right, tomorrow. We're going to be covering Shadow Legion hell difficulty. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to doing it. I mean, at 117 million power, are they really going to be able to take out my city? I don't think so, but I guess we'll see. Chisgule, where's your mini going? Haven't kept up completely. To answer your question, Bingy Dingy, I haven't decided yet what I'm going to do. I've just been so busy with real life stuff that I'm deeply appreciative that the kingdom I'm in is allowing me just to chill for a while and potentially stay. I appreciate that the folks that have extended offers understand that hey, I need a minute to catch up on life. Yeah. Whew. It's been crazy, people. It's been real crazy. Vagar Slow. All right, I can't quite. I'm not going to pronounce your name correctly. We'll go with V. Says, when would you replace an expertise Sun Tzu as secondary to Richard in the open field? Mine is 5400. I mean, that's just a great pair. I don't know if you wanted to tank your march, you'd use a Martel, right? Realistically, you would probably replace that Sun Tzu when you realize you want your Sun Tzu in some other march because he can be good in so many different places. So any moment now, this should become available to watch. I got a suggestion to watch Division 13. Division 13's at 1500. Let's head back to... Where were we? Which division was that? It wasn't Division 4, although this is something I definitely want to see. Let me close out of this and reopen it real quick. Okay, I guess technically the matches haven't started yet. Have they not started yet? The clock looks like it's time, and time is ticking. Do you have a talent build to defend against an Attila rally? Yes. We do have some anti-Attila Takeda builds. Was it 5? Is that where we were? There we are. All right. Cool, cool. I believe that day is the last day for SL. Thank you, XP Killer, for getting me reconnected with where I was trying to go there. Look at Division 24 and Division 5. Right, the callouts for Division 5. Much appreciated. All right, people, we're in the match. Let's give a little shout out. Good luck. Have fun. Boom. Send. Here we go. The match is about to begin. This match, oh, there's my comment. It shows up in green. Excellent. You can see here the Season 1 winners of Ark of Osiris League have their banner flying high over top. It's early. Over top of the Temple of Osiris. In this matchup, we are going to see LG2 showing up as an underdog, battling against, I believe it's Sons of Destruction, comma. What a cliffhanger, the comma at the end of their acronym. Sons of Destruction, the overdog in this matchup, 2.4 billion power. LG2 at 1.1 billion power. This is definitely going to be an interesting match because I think that LG is going to bring the heat. If LG is half as organized as I know them to be, that means they're going to bring a ton of punch. And while power is good, punch is good, having the right tactics to deploy and being really coordinated is what goes the distance in this game mode. We've seen underdogs win before. OV beat JWM in the finals of Season 1 Arc League, and they were at a huge power deficit when they went and accomplished that, and that is still extremely possible within this game mode. So what I would expect to see right out of the gates here is that super speedy troops make their way to the different objectives that can be captured at the start. Those objectives include the outposts, which are worth a very, very low amount of points, but I'll take points however I can get them, and also the obelisks. Now, the obelisks offer some amount of extra points for their initial capture, but most importantly, they offer you teleports, 5 teleports per obelisk, which will enable you to bring your cities, or at least a handful of them, closer to where the action will be. And that is absolutely critical for the gameplay in Ark of Osiris League. Look, nobody likes to spend a lot of time walking places. I remember I used to play World of Warcraft back in the day, and we spent so much time walking. I think I must have spent a third as much time walking as I did actually, playing. Like 1/3 time walking, 2/3 time playing. Well, guess what? In Ark League, you got to manage your time. You've got to manage your time. And being closer to the objectives that you need to be near goes a very, very long way. Now we see outposts being captured at the start. Mirror plays on both sides. Blue slightly ahead at the starting point here, capturing some of these outposts. They're up by 1 outpost at the start. But more important is sending those T1 troops with mobility talents on their way to the obelisks. Now, if you didn't see my video yesterday where we talked about the fastest builds in the game, it's not a coincidence we wanted to be able to reference that for this exact moment where we say you really should be using Tier 1 troops, which is the lowest tier of troops, but also the fastest. They wear less armor, so of course they go faster, to make these initial captures at the start of the matchup. So we see here obelisks getting captured on both sides, 1 each, and 1 still open to contention. Also, outposts still looking open to contention. There we go, 1 more flipping red, map looking even at the start. Ice W says, Chis, you need to expertise Constantine. We need some good garrison videos. I know. I should expertise Constantine, then try to get myself rallied. Is that what you're saying? Will we be streaming Smash Squad's matchup? No. While we will be streaming lots of matchups, we won't be streaming our own for concern of snipers that use that stream to get an edge in the match against us. So we won't be streaming our own matchup, but we will be covering all of the other time slots where matchups take place. And now we see all structures captured. So if we get a closer look, we should see rallies on their way to these structures in order to make sure that they are securely held. Why do you launch a rally against one of these structures at the start of the matchup? That is because you can move the full amount of troops that can go into that structure to that structure in an expedient manner. Send a rally to the structure, and then you've got a full rally worth of troops on the defense. So if we, oh boy, Chat is funny. Be nice and gentle, LG Go-Go Legends. Oh my. So we see red moving up onto the field. Zooming out, they are surrounding the Shrine of War. A solid play. The thing you need to worry about at the start of the matchup is that structure getting swarmed. A shockingly low number of people at the Desert Altar. That is somewhat astonishing. They need to get more people over there very quickly. And the Shrine of Life looking defended, but only sort of. They've got one march here, so a lot of opportunity here if folks want to take it. Same is true, however, at the Sky Altar for blue. They've got 1 minute to get there. 1 minute to get there, which is not a ton of time. And, ooh, boy, those Sons of Destruction, they are rolling downfield, including this march right over here, going awfully slow. Now, this is something that we noticed, and I'm sure you probably have as well, which is that it seems like the Alliance technology is not currently working in Ark of Osiris League. Normally, rallies would be going a whole heck of a lot faster. In this case, they are not. They are not, and that changes the calculus, in my opinion, pretty substantially for how you play the early part of the matchup. See, normally that rally would have been going at least twice as fast, and it would already have been at the opposing side obelisk. However, it's not going to make it in time to contest that obelisk within 51 seconds, and at that point, the folks in red and the folks in blue are going to teleport forward and get the party really started. The rallies will begin, and this matchup begins in earnest. This, my friends, is a very scripted part of the dance, and what I think is pretty obvious here is that Sons of Destruction are going to be going hard against this Desert Altar. And at this point, enough members of LG2 are here to play and defend. What I find kind of remarkable is why is it that these folks in blue are just standing here? I wonder what they're waiting for. Perhaps what they're intending to do is wait for a rally to land, and then and only then do they start to swarm the structure so that they don't mess at all with what's happening in the open field. It could be that that is what they're doing, and the cities have ported forward. In blue, we see 4 on left side, which means we might be looking at a strong side, weak side configuration. Only 1 in on the right side. Interesting. Okay, so they've got at least 5 more teleports left. At top, it says 5. LG now burning down their teleports as well, and looks like we've got a sneaky capture of the Shrine of Life. You know, it's not too surprising. I only saw 1 march over there. So, ooh. And red is saying, you know what? I'm going to take that back. Getting a look over here. Huge swarm in and very little defense present on the Sky Altar. Uh-oh. Looks like they've underestimated what they would need to maintain that structure with Sons of Destruction going fully on the offensive. And this is a savage steal. The reason that this is so savage is that the initial capture is going to offer 750. That's right, 750 points for first occupation. And I'm pretty sure that at this point, LG2 is going to be missing out entirely on those first capture points. They've got only 2 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in order to take this structure back. And this is starting off pretty one-sided in favor of the Sons of Destruction. Red on the back foot, however, now taking back their Shrine of Life. As I had indicated earlier, there was only 1 march that made their way over there, and so that 1 march took the structure. Now that structure taken back. Good news for the folks in red is that the first capture points are still available, and they definitely want to get those 400 first occupation points. Looking back in on the Desert Altar, this is where I think the action is going to be. Ice W asks, so what commanders do you think will be the key for victory? You know, there's a couple pairs that I think are super critical, and man, what a slam dunk question, so thank you for that. Attila Takeda are the it combo for launching rallies. If you're rallying something, you need to use Attila Takeda. That's definitely the jam. If you're defending, I think that Constantine Richard I is the play. If you're not defending with Richard I, you're definitely doing it wrong, but Richard I should be the secondary, in my opinion. There is a slam dunk choice. Now, why do I like Richard I? Look, you're not trying to win combat when you're in this altar. You're trying to hold the structure. Well, what commander holds structures really well? Richard the First, baby. He reduces the damage he takes. He does healing. He's got counterattack damage. He does everything that needs to be happening. Allow me to take a moment to sip some caffeine. All right. All right. So now the folks in blue starting to swarm around this desert altar, clearing out the folks in red. If that is successful, then when the rally lands on this structure, they are going to be in serious trouble. And if we get a look over on the right-hand side, Shrine of War under huge pressure. Wow! That Shrine of War collapsing under the pressure of the swarm of about 10 armies, which is like only 2 players worth of marches, but yeah, they clear out the Shrine of War. That, by the way, is going to give them 5% troop attack and defense. So Sons of Destruction really mounting up a pretty significant lead here in terms of board presence. And red starting to assemble near the Sky Altar, but first occupation points ticking in 1. Boom. There are those first occupation points going in favor of the Sons of Destruction, which is gonna be pretty tough. You can see here it took all that time for that Attila Takeda rally to get here. It took all that time for that Attila Takeda rally to get here, and now it lands 750 points down the drain. Chisgule, what troops are you focusing on now? Infantry or cavalry? Captain XNX 9X, thank you for that question. Right now, we're focused on retraining our cavalry after KVK Season 3. Definitely check out my playlist with KVK Season 3, by the way. We lost over 2 million T5 troops. That's right, over 2 million dead T5 troops. So we need to retrain our T5 cavalry. We need to retrain our T5 cavalry. And there we go. That structure getting captured back for LG. Now they need to go get the Shrine of War. It looks like they are postured to do that. LG stabilizing at this moment in time, assuming that they can hold this desert altar. And so far, so good. So far, so good. Blue in control of the field, but that will be a short-lived experience in my estimation because, as we were saying earlier, marching is the key. And look how much closer these folks are in red are rather than the folks in blue. They've got a much longer march, however, rally on its way in, Attila Takeda to the Shrine of War. That Shrine of War are going to be under huge pressure, some amount of swarm going in on the rally. Of course, Attila Takeda is like, oh, excuse me? Are you, little fly, little ant? What are you doing? What are you doing? Swarming Attila Takeda is a savage decision. Your hospital will fill up. The only reason that doesn't matter in Ark of Osiris is because your hospital doesn't actually matter here. Yes, your troops get injured, but no, you don't have to pay the repair cost to fix them. So now we see the Shrine of War under pressure, and wow, that rally getting melted. If I had to guess, I'd say that rally probably isn't full, and General Panda at the helm with the Sons of Destruction counter rally on its way, now connecting momentarily with this LG2 rally that is going to dissipate in just a matter of moments. Liam, welcome to the stream. Joshua, what tips would you give to a newer kingdom early game with players new to the game for Ark of Osiris? What I'll say about Ark of Osiris is that training troops is key. You got to have a lot of troops to have a good Ark matchup. And by the way, rally in, Edward at the helm with Esong as the secondary. Battling into this desert altar, we see Charles Martel on the defense. Try to scope this secondary commander. Let's see if we can catch an active skill here. What do we got? Doesn't even matter. It's getting swarmed so effectively right now, it won't be here long. Liam, thank you for the Czar 7 donation. Much appreciated. Thank you kindly. And this structure getting swarmed down. Sons of Destruction keeping the pressure very high. The only way in which LG2 could potentially pull this match out is if they were in charge of the center, and they are not. No coincidence that we now look at the center, and Sons of Destruction are in full control of the Temple of Osiris, where that OV banner is flying high, and the Ark is on its way. So at this point, I'm feeling like Sons of Destruction are pretty firmly into the driver's seat, and it would take a pretty substantial set of high-quality plays from the folks in LG2 in order to pull this match off out. I maxed by Kusunoki. Is it a stupid idea? Unbroken Dawn, I think Kusunoki's a fine commander. Use him as a garrison commander if you don't have options like Sun Tzu or legendaries at your disposal. Sun Tzu and Kusunoki are garrison commanders I used for a very long time. So here we see, to my surprise, a swarm is going to be successful, but just barely, taking back the Sky Altar. So LG2 having a little bit of trouble holding these crucial structures under the pressure being applied by Sons of Destruction. Are we getting a Pokemon vlog? Pokemon vlog? What gives you the impression that I'm playing Pokemon? William says, my egg is on the table. My egg is on the table, huh? Alex is a beast in cheesing open field battles in Ark of Osiris. Alex is very good in Ark of Osiris. Alex is very good in Ark of Osiris. Is Baibars and Khan good? Yes, they are. That is a mighty fine pair. This is on its way to be captured. When do you expect the next KVK to start? You know, that's a fair question. The last KVK ended, what, like, was it mid-January? Was it mid-January? No, it must have been, like, beginning of February, right? At the beginning of February. So I would expect maybe in, like, a month, we might see another KVK for my kingdom. Within, like, a month, certainly no more than 2 months, I would expect that we've got some KVK action. That's right, the Pokemon pictures of the convention. We went to PAX East. It was a heck of an experience. Heck of an experience. Now we see sneaky move by this player in red. Nice grab on the outpost of Iset. They're holding the Ark outside of there. Chisgule, need a cosplay like the logo. I mean, I do like this Chisgule Gaming logo. It is tempting to do a cosplay for my logo. I don't know, y'all think I should do that? Should we do that? Dress up as Chisgule the Great? I don't mind the idea. I don't mind that idea one bit. Right now, we need to go check out the action. Shrine of War getting swarmed and rallied with lots of red presence at this structure to defend it. What this player needs to do is swap their current march out of the structure and put that new march in. However, it looks like this will hold. This will hold against the number of marches that are here. Oh, I don't know. Maybe not. Ticking down. Uh-oh. I think this structure is about to flip. And the thing that is a bummer is that, oh, wow, troops arriving, wow, at the last second. So look, here's how this works. Here's what you do. You can only have one march at a time in the structure, okay? But if your one march that's in there is almost dead, swap that march out and put a full health march in. That's the way that you defend those. Unbroken Dawn is chanting cosplay, cosplay, cosplay. Bingy Dingy says, heck yeah. Yeah, y'all want to see me dress up as Chisgule the Great? Y'all want to see me dress up as Chisgule the Great? I don't know. I feel like I would need to make more of a spectacle out of that, don't you think? Don't you think that would need to be quite the spectacle? Mohammed, welcome. You have, in fact, caught the live stream. Thank you for your support. Much appreciated. Jay Cruz says, Chisgule spent 20 USD on World War Dough. What would you get, or did you get? I would get the extravagant pass. I've got the extravagant pass. I think it's pretty sweet. All right. The folks in red doing some work on the backfield, some guerrilla warfare. Really, it's just this one player. And by the way, remember when I made that video yesterday about mobility? This player is doing exactly what I recommended. They've got a Belisarius. It's at nearly 50% health. When it gets to 50% health, they're going to get the 30% extra march speed from charge talents. In addition, when they leave combat, they get a speed boost. In addition, if they have hasty departure, they get a 60% speed boost for 10 seconds. They are going to be flying over this field. Yeah, they're going to be very hard to catch. Chisgule the Great, you're going to smash in the open field. Try to do what we can here. Aniket, welcome. Venny, what is this tax thing you got going on in your kingdom? Heard it yesterday on Dragothian's chat. I'm not aware of a tax thing in my own kingdom. I am not aware of a tax thing. We do have a drawing. We do have a drawing that's 100% optional. We have a bank, and you can contribute resources to the bank in order to participate in a drawing for a ridiculous amount of resources. They said you tax 25 million power players? Nope, untrue. Untrue. There is no tax in Kingdom 75. Don't know where that came from, but that is hearsay and hearsay only. Glad we can clear that up. The clearing thingy. So we did do a sort of purge, if you will, in our kingdom. We did clear out all players that were not in recognized alliances, and we gave over 2 weeks of warning with at least 3 or 4 kingdom messages saying get into literally any alliance at all that is communicated with us at all. And we listed out what those were. So all the other folks, though, were yummy snacks. Chisgule, which one is better for free-to-play or low spenders? Infantry, cavalry, or archers? I'm new. Which one is better for free-to-play? I think that cavalry is the place to start with your investments. Cavalry is the place to start. Man, these Attila Takeda rallies are just getting totally beaten down with this Constantine defense. I'm not saying that I said Constantine was really good, but Constantine is really good. Constantine is really good. Hey, Chisgule, they are MJing it up with your optional bank. I don't know what that means, Neil. We also got a bank to help you. Yeah, a kingdom bank is a pretty decent idea. Hey, Chis, what do you think about adding a gem deposit finder in future updates? I don't know why there isn't a gem deposit finder. I think that would be a cool feature. Now, you know what I want to call attention to? I want to commend LG2, who has very sneakily claimed back all of their structures. Look at that. They are doing the thing they needed to do, reclaiming those structures, defending successfully, I think anyways, it's about to be successful, the Shrine of War and the Sky Altar. We've got an even matchup here in the open field. Question about what my day job is. I work in technology. Now, what's going on over here? Ooh, LG2 mounting a comeback. In this part of the battlefield, they've now got the Ark of Osiris. Wow, what a punish for the Sons of Destruction, who could have captured this darn thing, but thought that holding it was a better choice, which no way, they should have capped it. So now, this is getting really spicy. We need to watch this part of the battle. Don't mind me refilling my caffeine here. Oh, baby. This is getting interesting. I thought that this matchup at the momentum of the Sons of Destruction might not be a match that could be turned around. And yet here we are watching LG2 do the things they need to do to potentially turn this around. However, Saladin on the move, likely with cavalry talents, 30% extra march speed from charge. They're going to be hard to catch, however, while they hold the Ark of Osiris. They take huge amounts of extra damage and have a 50% march speed reduction. There we are. Ark is down. The Ark is down. Available for capture. Attempting to tap into the Ark now. Normally, I could find the overlay that shows the exact amount of damage and march speed. I believe it's 200% extra damage taken and 50% march speed reduction when you hold the Ark of Osiris. The only way you can get rid of the Ark of Osiris, by the way, is to go to a structure to score it or to a caravan. And if you go to a caravan, it'll drop the Ark. So now we see that Ark under contention, folks battling near it, and Sons of Destruction starting to get control of this part of the battlefield, as they should, because they're much closer to their own cities. Remember when I was talking about march speed earlier in the matchup. Renee Arlett says, hey Chisgule, I give you a big thank you for all the tips in ROK. Cheers to you, my friend. Thank you for that. If you do enjoy my videos, please do like and subscribe, including this live stream. Drop a like on there. It helps me out a lot. When you leave positive comments, YouTube looks at those and it recommends my videos more. So that really does help a whole heck of a lot every single time you like or comment and leave something nice. So, just a reminder to stay aware of coronavirus. Indeed, the coronavirus is real. Blue doing a phenomenal job at this point, regaining control of the Ark of Osiris. And now, the question is, what will they do with it? They're marching it actually closer to where the folks in red will be, but have such a presence that I don't think it's going to matter. Wait, no. Where are they going? Where are they going? It could be that there are too many marches in this structure and they can't actually capture it because there might not be enough room. Oh my goodness. Where are they going? I'm not sure what they're up to. Now they're on their way back down. Whew. Tyler Durden, will there be new civilizations in the next update? I don't think so. I don't think so. This next update isn't going to have new civilizations, but future updates might, unless they're in there and they just didn't say anything. The Division 23 game is very close, huh? Well, okay. Let's see if we can get a look at the old Division 23 game. We're going to make our way over. Hit 23, hit watch. This is a very, very close matchup. Indeed, good call out. This is a pretty crazy matchup. 13,000 points to 13,000 points. We're talking about 13,130 to a cool 13,295. We're looking at 290 points per minute for blue and 560 points per minute for red. Red in the driver's seat, in part because they own this particular altar, which should be in the hands of blue, but isn't. Richard I at the helm defending it. Solid choice. However, under contention over here, a rally with Guan Yu. Ooh, that's spicy, but looks like it's not effective. We've got a Wu Zetian holding it down over here. This matchup, good call out. Middle is looking intense. What's going on over here? Wow, blue in control of the center. If they get this arc, that will be very powerful. Okay, we've got a matchup on our hands, people. Captain says, Chisgule, I already put my investment on infantry. Now I have way more infantry than other troops. Should I stop investing in infantry and start speeding up calves? I think that's not a bad idea. It depends in part on what commanders you've got. And like, look, you can think about what you want to do long-term with your account. That's kind of your call. Infantry is still great. They do a lot of things really well. Blue has a 1 billion power advantage. Stop it. Are you serious? Blue has a 1 billion power advantage? Wow. Okay. Okay. We've got a matchup on our hands, people. We've got a possible upset on its way. Blue dominating the field with a 1 billion power advantage. I would anticipate I would anticipate that they should be able to dominate that open field, and that is exactly what they're doing in the center, battling over this Ark. I have to believe that after a matchup with a 1 billion power advantage, they'll be rethinking their strategy if they're able to win and get into the finals. As a reminder, this is the league qualifier finals. If you lose this match, you are out. You are no longer qualified. So this is an important matchup. 2.9 billion versus 1.9 billion. Thank you, Chapo, for calling out the exact power levels. This is a fun match to watch. Here we go, people. What do we have? Action in on the Shrine of Life. It's a rally. We've got an Attila Takeda and some amount of swarming nearby. If I was these marches in blue, I would rededicate all of that attention to the Shrine of Life itself rather than battling in the open field nearby. I think I would do that. That Attila Takeda rally is getting sauced. PK branded leading that rally, and Attila Takeda is in some trouble. Maybe that's because this structure's been reinforced. We don't really know what happened before we got to look at the structure. However, Charles Martel getting reinforced and a solid choice to defend. Why is Charles Martel a good choice? So glad that you asked. He has the infantry talent tree, and within it there is a 3 talent point allocation that gives you 9% extra damage against cavalry. That is very, very, very powerful. The defense tree is also very good for making your structure a whole heck of a lot more tanky. So here we see that rally is turning a corner, and more red marches are on their way, counter rally en route with Genghis Khan at the helm. Who's the secondary? We'll find out in a moment when that rally makes contact and the active skills start to fire. Here we go. Rally connects, and boom. That Attila Takeda is now in some serious trouble. It's going to need some reinforcements, or this is not going to be successful. And the Alliance TT is rocking a strong defense in Ark of Osiris qualifier finals. Look at that. Rally is in trouble. The folks in blue are nearby, but they're battling the open field instead of the structure, which is still something I don't quite understand because, on the one hand, if the opponent is going to just swap out those marches from the structure, then you may as well fight the individual marches. But if what you want to do is apply full pressure to the structure, you'd want to swarm it. I mean, there's pros and cons to both approaches there. Is it better to let Richard 5511 and focus on Esong? It's kind of your call. I would only say focus on Esong if you're going to go for the expertise skill. It's the expertise skill that makes Esong busted. If you're not going to do that, then I probably would not focus him. Any more commander guides coming soon? I don't know, Tor Martin. What commander guide do you need? What commander guide do you need? Blue now taking my advice, refocusing their energy onto the swarm. I think they should have been doing that all along with their rally. That pressure going through the roof, and as I would have expected, see, there it is. That structure now starting to melt with all of that attention being applied to it. You see, the thing about the Shrine of Life is they can only hold 1 million troops as opposed to other structures that have 1.5 million. And that is a huge difference when you're sending your individual marches, which at best have like 310,000. Maybe if you've got some extra capacity, like 350,000 or higher. When you're battling into such a high number of troops, wait a minute, what are they doing? No, what are they doing? All those marches stop swarming the structure. I thought they were on the warpath there to take it. I am not sure what's going on. I would have focused all that attention. They're giving breathing room now to the folks in red to reinforce the structure, and that's what they're doing. Oh no. Oh no. Wow, this is a close matchup. Ark of Osiris is on its way to be captured for BBTH. They're headed way back. I wonder if they're going to try to hold it rather than cap it. Fascinating choice. Pressure in on the Desert Altar. Attila Takeda at the helm. However, Richard the First coolly and cleanly defending this structure. Richard the First, not a primary commander I would expect to see at the level of play of the players in BBTH. Kind of a shocking captain choice. I don't know where the Constantines are, but that's who I want as the leader of that garrison. All right. To be fair, who knows if that Attila is expertise, but Charles and Richard are for sure. Seario, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. With a commander like Richard I, who's been in the game for a very long time, you would assume that it is expertise. And now, Blue changing their mind and saying, you're right, we should have been swarming this thing. They go back to swarming the structure. A lot of indecision on what they want to do with this darn thing. I feel like swarming this is the way. This is the way. They need to apply so much pressure that it is undeniable. And the thing that will do to red is that it'll make it so that, look, you can only have one march in there at a time, you know? So force them to swap out those marches. Force them to have lots of different players all paying attention. Whew. This structure getting low, I would not stop. I do not know why this Ethelflaed is doing something other than hitting the structure. It looks like perhaps she's positioned to both hit the structure and also hit the player. Okay, I take that as a elite move. That's pretty legit. That's pretty legit if that's what they're up to, hitting both the player and the structure with the debuffs. That is actually super effective. I see what you're up to there. That's a very skillful play. Okay, cool. And you see they've done it. Boom, the swarm successful. Nicely done, solid play. That is a huge steal, absolutely needed for blue if they're going to start to drive what's happening in this match. However, we see that the Sky Altar is under fierce pressure. Wow, and it's Mehmed the second leading a rally? Oh my god, stop it. Is this KVK Season 2? What is happening here? Wow, Mehmed rally doing work on the Sky Altar, swarm fully committed, and Ethelflaed on the counter swarm. Woo boy. This is a hot matchup, people. This is a hot matchup. This rally looks like it will have needed some reinforcements to be successful, but is doing some work. Seario says this is the way. Ankit says swarm. Ice W says true Markswoman and Dragon Lancer are the OP pair. Oh boy. Oh boy. Let me tell you, during our KVK, Season 3 KVK, there was this player, and this was the funniest thing I've ever seen. Their name was Cookie Butter, okay? And Cookie Butter would just, like, show up at the weirdest times and swarm things with, like, what's his name? With a City Keeper and a Markswoman and Lancelot. He would swarm, like, flags, and he would swarm cities. It was the weirdest thing I've ever seen. With, like, their T4. And, like, we were winning those fights anyways. So, like, they were sort of successful. It was hilarious. Every time Cookie Butter showed up, man, we just completely fell apart. We couldn't hold it together. It was too funny. Cookie Butter did work. All right, what do we got going on here? Shrine of Life now getting rallied. TT leading it with. Looks like Khan at the helm. We see Richard I on the defense. And swarm in. All these marches in red need to stop playing around and refocus their energy onto this structure if they are going to take this thing back successfully. And in the meantime, the whole back line of outposts by blue has been captured, or rather for red has been captured by blue, hugely hindering the point gain. And I know it's only 30 points per minute, but all of them together are 90 points per minute, and that's a 90 point per minute swing. So it's, I guess, 180 point per minute swing rather, because it's 90 points that red is not getting, and it's 90 points per minute that blue is getting. Now I know there's a 3-minute capture window, so it's not instantaneous, but this matchup, baby, it is hot. This is a hot match we got going on. Ooh, we got caffeine going everywhere. We're getting too excited. Chisgule, we need a Cookie Butter hoodie. A Cookie Butter hoodie? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, a Cookie Butter hoodie. That's such a good idea. That is such a good idea. We might need to do that. We might need to do that. Wow. Fiery hot Cookie Butter. Oh boy. Oh boy. What is even happening here? Somebody, oh wow. Red steals the structure. Boom! What a yoink. What a yoink with all these blue marches nearby. Red claims another altar. The altar is the bread and butter of gaining points, 150 points per minute, right? So we were talking about point swings. You could take all three of the outposts and you get a 180 point per minute swing. Or you take one altar and you got a 300 point per minute swing. Savage. This matchup is full of heat. This matchup has heat on heat. Woo! Wow. Okay, and boom, Swarm is in. Holy Sheet, Daichan Rise, Suki, and more, focusing their attention now onto this desert altar. Richard I at the helm, a solid commander to handle the heat. He's got 10% extra damage reduction. If he's got the expertise skill, that will be a total of 15% damage reduction. Really solid. And that rally is doing that Swarm is doing serious work. You see why I think you should not focus on those open field marches and just focus on the structure. Look at that. Wow. 23,629 points in favor of blue versus 21,825. This is a very close Ark matchup. BBTH with a 1 billion power advantage. That's right. They have 50% more power than the folks they're battling against, hanging on for dear life, and now in the driver's seat of this matchup. Boy, oh boy, what happens in the center is going to decide the fight. And let me tell you something. I have a prediction to make here. My prediction is that blue is going to own the Ark, and I think that red is not going to be able to do it. I suspect that the commander quality is so high in blue that they are going to be able to hold this Ark and red cannot get it. That is my suspicion. Red is really putting in some work. Bingy dingy, you are correct. And this, my friends, what you are witnessing, what you are watching right now is the literal reason. It is the literal reason why Lilith casts a very wide net in the qualifiers. A lot of people get to play in the qualifiers because you don't know who might just be very, very qualified. You don't know who might actually take the time and effort and dedication to come up with a really good strategy and a set of tactics that they can execute against really cleanly to win matches. And so here we are watching BBTH with a 1 billion point lead, or 1 billion power lead, having a very close battle against TT. This is an exciting match to watch, and we see BBTH knows they've got to own the center because look at this. Look at this, another altar grab by the folks in red. Huge point sabotage plays by the folks in red because look, even if they don't hold this structure for long enough to start getting points themselves, they are disrupting profoundly the point gain of blue. Blue is still sitting at 290 points per minute to the 420 per minute in red. So red is clearly playing the structure game. They're all about that structure life. And if they have more structures, they may not need the arcs to win. And that is a correct strategy for them. That is 100% the correct strategy because I think their commander quality is not as good. Because they're lower power, I'm going to guess they're lower spenders. And if they don't have the commanders to hang in the center field, then you better have the better tactics to execute against the structures. And that seems to be exactly what they're doing. Swarm is in on the Sky Altar. Reinforcements are on their way, and we need more reinforcements over to that Sky Altar if it is going to hold. An amazing matchup, truly amazing matchup unfolding right now. The Shrine of Life under a huge amount of pressure from blue. They own this thing, and the field presence here is really sick. I don't know if red's going to be able to take this one back with that many people in the field. Should I go for a 5-5-3-1 for Sun Tzu? Captain X, you should expertise that Sun Tzu. You will never regret that investment. Use your universals there and enjoy it. Speaking of enjoying things, if you are enjoying this video, please do drop a like on the video. We've got over 400 people watching and 62 likes on the vid. Every like on a video really helps me a lot, and I appreciate that. That's your way of giving me a high five, and it costs you nothing. Who is best to expertise, Saladin or Khan? If you want, I get this question a lot, so Jigs, let me answer this for you. If what you want is a more tanky cavalry march, then I would go with Saladin. If what you want is a high DPS march, I would go with Khan. That's really the difference. They're both exceptional choices. They will be useful to you for a very long time. And the folks from BBTH here are now really in the driver's seat. They've got a point lead now per minute, and they are on their way to capture this. A bunch of folks chasing, but this chase is really hard to pull off. The folks in red are running toward the Ark. The folks in blue can just pick them off as they run there. So this Ark is, I think, pretty solidly in the hands of blue, and it's unfolding kind of exactly how I would have expected. I am pretty impressed, however, red taking down the carrier, buying themselves some time to possibly go to this Ark and take it back. Chisgule, how are you doing? I'm doing great, Nito. I am doing great. Good that you remind me I can put another skill on Sun Tzu. Yes, Zora Zoana, look, you're never going to regret investments in Sun Tzu. That commander is the truth. That commander is the truth. In Sunset Canyon, do you only use T3? Yes, that is how that works. Whew. I got GK5100, that's Genghis Khan, and 270 sculptures saved. Do I go for him or wait to see if new commanders come if the meta changes? My friends, my recommendation to you is to wait. If you have legendary commander sculptures, wait. You should only invest your legendary commander sculptures when you have a compelling reason to do so. I suspect that within the next 2 weeks, there will be new legendary commanders in Rise of Kingdoms. I have no inside information on that. That is purely a guess based on the trends and the patterns and the way that the game has played out in the past. I'm looking at past data to make that assertion. So I think there will be new commanders, and you should wait to see how the meta changes before you make an investment. What is the worst possible epic to invest? The worst possible place you could use experience tomes or universal epic sculptures would be Lohar. You should level up your Lohar naturally by battling barbarians, and you should get your Lohar sculptures from doing Lohar rallies, not by using universals. So that is, Weeboo, in my opinion, the worst possible epic investment. Ice W, thank you for the $2 super chat. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Close your eyes and think about ducks. Oh, what a comment indeed. Should I make a rubber ducky emoji? Do I now need to make a rubber ducky emoji? And by the way, can we get our channel members to drop some emojis into the chat? Can we get some hype emojis up in here? I'm pretty hyped about watching this matchup. I don't know about you. When you become a member of the channel, you get access to a bunch of custom emojis. That's right. They've got the Chisgule the Great logo doing all kinds of cool stuff. We got hype. We got tea. We got all kinds of sweet emojis. We see this Ark of Osiris on the field, and BBTH really pulling together here at the tail end of this matchup with only 10 minutes remaining. They've taken the opposing shrines. They own both of the shrines that belong to TT while owning their own altars. I think that the folks in red, here's what I would say. They refocused a lot of their attention to the Ark of Osiris, and it looks like that might have cost them the structure game. A tough call. I understand why they made it, but it looks like this is going to cost them pretty substantially. Although, quite frankly, the folks in TT are putting up a hell of a match. I don't know if we'll be able to see the stats at the end of the battle, but I would expect that the number of wounded that the folks in red have is going to be kind of through the roof. Doglio T rocking those sweet emojis. Every single one of them, in fact. The rip emoji, the value emoji, the hype emoji, the smash emoji, the awkward emoji. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Chis, I have a Saladin at 5511. Oh no, 5551. Okay. Should I expertise it? Very low spender. You know, Latai, I'm going to say that you need to wait until we see what the new commanders do. Keep waiting. Do not spend your legendary universal commander sculptures at this moment in time. Do not spend your universal legendary commander sculptures at this time. Wow. So battle going on over this arc. It looks like they're going to grab that successfully. Wow. This arc, I think, decides the game. At this point, the structure game is too far along with only 10 minutes remaining. There's not enough time to win the structure game. And also, the folks in red down to, wow, I just couldn't even believe my eyes here, 130 points per minute. So BBTH really coming together toward the tail end of this matchup. Solid battle. What a battle to watch. What a battle to enjoy. Jeffrey Sowa saying I'm a noob. Well, welcome aboard, new players to Rise of Kingdoms. Weeboo, as a free-to-play player, how important is pouring all of your gems into VIP? I would not pour all your gems into VIP. I think getting to VIP 10 is very good. But beyond that, I do not think you need to put more gems into VIP. David K, what's up, dude? Good to see ya. And thank y'all for coming to watch Ark of Osiris Qualifier Finals. If you're enjoying this video, drop a like on it. We're up to over 100 likes now, which I seriously appreciate. And we are going to stream the 1500 UTC matchup. That's right. In less than an hour from now, we'll be back. We'll be streaming. We'll be doing all the sweet stuff that you want to see. This is going to be a lot of fun. Whew. So there we go. With that arc captured, this is going to go in favor of BBTH. A heck of a match. We'll stick around to see, what sort of stats do we have at the end. We got a bunch of rallies going on here. Rally in on the Sky Altar. Boom. Switches red, but too little, too late. Rally in over here on the Desert Altar. That's going to switch over. Too little, too late. And what else do we have? We've got a rally over here. This is going to switch over maybe, but still too little, too late. They would have to take every single structure, and even then, it's just not going to be enough. That last arc was the thing that needed to be captured. Whew, boy. That was the thing. That was the thing that was needed. Wow. That is going to convert. Man. Chat, what do you think we should do? Should we stick around for an hour and play our accounts between matchups? Or should we refuel, relax, chill out a bit? What should we do? You all decide. Do you want to watch me play all my accounts? Which, by the way, I woke up and I have done 0 to 10 to my accounts this morning. Bad Chisgule. Or do you want me to just come back in an hour? What's the call? Chisgule, how to upgrade Sun Tzu fast. I picked France as my starting civilization. Wow, this is going to be successful too. Yeah, they're going to take all the structures, but at this point, it's too little, too late. With only 5 minutes remaining, it's just not enough. Grabbing that tea. Relax, bro. Chill. Go relax. You have 400 viewers. Wouldn't be smart to turn off the stream and come back. Vini, I know. 400 viewers is a lot. It's a solid amount of viewers. Y'all are the best. All right. We finished off our tea. This structure converted over. Not surprised. Let me drop some wisdom. For all of you who stayed, even though this matchup is over. let's talk about the structure game in Ark of Osiris for a second. In Ark of Osiris, these structures are worth huge amounts of points. The time where that is very powerful is in the start of the game. Because if you own a structure, for every minute you own it, you're getting more points. So that is a really solid game to be investing in the start. At the end of the Ark of Osiris matchup, converting a structure over, it's going to give you a little point per minute swing. And if that's all you needed to win or lose the match, then that's a good choice. However, if what you need is a big chunk of points at the end, the only way you can get that is with the Ark. Don't lose too many structures, but get that Ark. Now, why is that? If you get a structure, it's still 3 minutes before it converts in your favor. So while taking an altar is a 150 point per minute swing, it's only a 150 point swing initially during that 3 minute capture window, and the 3 minute capture window where the other side would have to take it back. And that's why it's so disruptive. Hopefully that's helpful advice. What are these random flying sentences? That is Spectator Mode in Ark of Osiris League. Spectator Mode with only 3 minutes remaining. Let's see if we can find some action to watch here. Shrine of War getting swarmed. This looks like it's going to get spicy. Let's watch that. We're going to rehydrate here. Gotta stay hydrated, people. I would say Alex Joa didn't see anything good from Guan. All right, not sure what that comment is. Does troop unit counters matter in the early game? For example, cavalry versus archers. Yes, counters matter, but they only really matter minimally in this game, quite frankly. That I think is something that people really overestimate in Rise of Kingdoms, is the extent to which the counter troop matters. Yes, it matters. And if you're trying to get every edge possible, yes, you should think about that. But I don't think that's so important that you focus on it over other things. I don't think so. What talent tree to focus on with Mehmed? The skill tree. The skill tree and a smidge of leadership. Check out my Mehmed video if you want a full breakdown. For folks just joining, we're watching BBTH battle against TT. BBTH versus TT. Hey Chisgule, I have a Guan 5115 and Alex 5511. Which should I invest in from now on? Wow, what a question. I mean, Joa, I would check out my Legendary Commander tier list. Check out that video, the most recent one, and see for yourself what sort of thing you're trying to invest in. Is it open field? It depends in part on what other commanders you have. I'm going to say that in general, Alex is probably the better invest. And I am totally about to sneeze, which is super awkward. So awkward. It's like on the edge. It's the worst. Maybe I'm not going to sneeze. All right. We survived. But if I suddenly sneeze, you know what happened. Oh, Chisgule, check Division 28. So close. All right. Can we get to Division 28? Is it so close? We'll find out and be the judge of that in just a second. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. This is so close. 25 seconds left. What's going on? Wow. The folks in red with the higher point per minute lead and the Ark just becoming available. Ooh, they are going to win this match. Wow, that was close. Holy jeez. That was a close match. Wow. Look at that. And this is why we have qualifiers, people. This is why we have qualifiers. What happened in this matchup? Let's get a look here. What happened? In this matchup, blue played the Ark game and red played the structure game. Super cool. We can see here that blue was the overdog in terms of kills, and it makes sense. They're an older kingdom. They're an older kingdom. Wow. Okay. Okay. Look at the healing. Whoa. Woo. 17 million in heals. 17 million in heals. Wow. Okay. Okay. Wow. Now this was a cool matchup. That's so cool. Hold on. Let's go look at that again. Let's go look at that again. Can I see? There it is. So that was 2.4 billion versus 2 billion power. This is why we have qualifiers, people. This is why we have qualifiers. This is super cool. This is super cool. Okay, people. Let's go and do the thing that we said we would do here. We have a ton we need to do on our account. Let's see what we can get going. We just check in here. Not a lot of rallies going on. You know, not too surprising. It's really early in the morning for a Sunday. Not going to lie. Let's fire up some rallies here because there is a rally-related event. So let's see if... Man, no wonder there's no rallies. Where the heck are all the forts? You know what my number one quality of life feature is, people? It is a fort finder. It is a fort finder, gosh darn it. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to do Q&A. We're going to answer your questions. We're going to hang out. We're going to slay stuff. And then we are going to rock the next league coverage. So we're going to hang out for a bit. Looks like all the forts are dead. All right, I'm going to just send some solo marches and do that good old AP spend down. So here we go. Let's get some marches onto the field. What should I do with my universal... Oh, crash-a-do. Sure. What should I do with my universal legendary sculptures? All right. People, I need to make a recording of myself. I'm going to do this. I'm going to make a recording. And the recording is going to say... Hold on, I'm going to record it right now. I'm going to record it right now. Hold on, let's do this. Start recording. Okay, unless you have a super compelling reason to invest your legendary commander sculptures right now, because you have an Arc League matchup or KVK is coming, unless there was some absolutely critical thing that you must invest for, do not invest your universal legendary commander sculptures. Wait until there is a compelling reason to go and invest. Why is that? If you invest your universal legendary commander sculptures and then the meta changes, you fall behind. So unless you had some compelling reason, hold on to them until you have a strong need to invest so that you can take advantage of it right away. Now we stop recording. We have that answer saved. I'm going to make that a sound file, and I am going to push a button on a soundboard every time I get asked that question. And maybe I'll answer it again and be a little more concise. That's what I'm going to do. That's totally the way I'm going to do that. We're putting it on a soundboard, people. We're putting it on a soundboard. What else should I put on a soundboard to save my voice? What else should I put on a soundboard to save my voice? I don't know. Let's get these marches out onto the field. I've got 2 marches that are real and 1 march. I don't know what I should use here. What should I use? Like, I guess Minamoto and who? I mean, like, who am I putting experience on? This guy? I guess, sure. Whatever. How long did this take you? Our account is 531 days old. 531 days old. It's, yeah, an old account, to say the least. We're going to go battle some barbs. Where the heck are they? They're down here. Actually, I bet there's a cluster of barbs. There always is one up here. Oh, yeah, that's where we're going. All right. All right, here we go. We're on our way to hit these barbs. Let's go see... Ooh, Lohar Rally. Dauntless Lohar Rally. We're getting in on that. Now, you may be wondering, like, why am I so excited about Lohar? I'll tell you exactly why. Let me show you something over here. You see all this experience? You see all these experience tomes? This is a ridiculous amount of experience tomes. This is a truly ridiculous amount of experience tomes. I don't need the resources and experience from rallying forts. I don't need the resources and experience from hitting barbs. I need anything else. So when I rally Lohars, I'm going to be getting some equipment. And that is far more valuable to me. If we get a look here, what can we get from Lohars? What can we get from Lohars? Milanese plate is really good. You get this from Lohars. This gives you, what, a solid 3% of, there it is, cavalry defense. I use this chess piece all over the place. 3% cavalry defense is a solid amount of stats, and at the green tier, it's so craftable. I mean, like, report Chisgule sending a full march to Lohar. Yeah, you know, in our alliance, that Lohar rally's not going to fill. That Lohar rally's not going to fill at this time of day. What else could we get from Lohar? Pants. Rangers trousers. Dude, I use the heck out of Rangers trousers, and these come exclusively from Lohar, okay? So, like, getting in on those Lohar rallies is super crucial. It's super crucial. All right, so where's he going? Somewhere. He's going to the rally. What do we got here? Boom. Let's go hit these barbs. Boom. We'll hit barbs. A part of the reason we're hitting barbs is it's a much faster way to spend AP. And let's go get a rune. Research speed, stone gathering, healing, no. Troop defense, healing, march speed. Ooh, I do like march speed. Ooh, gold gathering speed. And gold gathering speed. Ooh, and the last Guardian. Guardian Hawk down. All right, we'll go get some gold speed. Gold speed seems decent to me. Unable to load. All right. Oh, man, all my commanders are out. All my usual suspects are out on the field already. Well, that's awkward. Literally, all of my fast marches. I sent my Dragon Lancer, and I sent my Cao Cao somewhere else. Okay, Chisgule, good job. Let's get a Khan primary, and I don't know. Who's fast? Saladin's fine. It's fast enough. Actually, Attila will be better. There we go. It's all fast enough. We'll send some T1. All right. Get on it, fam. Train versus upgrade. I would say upgrading is definitely better. Upgrading troops is definitely better between train versus upgrade. This is actually a very hotly debated topic. And what I'll do is qualify that by saying that upgrading is better, but it depends on timing. And let me show you exactly what I mean. If I go into my troop count, I've got all these like T4 and some T3 and some T2. I trained those for events where you needed to like train 3,000 troops in a 24-hour period or whatever it is. Maybe it's 2,000 troops. I don't know. It doesn't matter. I trained those because they're fast and they help me complete some events. But I haven't upgraded them. And instead, right now, I'm training new T4. Why is that? The amount of points you get upgrading from like T4 to T5 is really, really high for the amount of speed ups that it takes. So I'm going to upgrade all of these T2 and T3 when there's an event that rewards you highly for that activity. That's the game plan. If you want to check one of my old videos, I have one about, gosh, when was it? It would have been in early January, where we got this city skin over here that we're currently using. And when we got this city skin, it was during an event that rewarded you for gaining power. So upgrading troops was absolutely the play. This is true in Mighty Governor, right? You want to gain a lot of power real fast, upgrade troops to the next tier. That is a huge amount of power for a small amount of speed ups. All right, let's send that march home. Let's check to see these rallies. Any other rallies going on? Yeah, we got a rally over here. We could join that. We'll get in on the rally. Is it the best thing in the world? Oh, geez. Now Groggy's got a rally going. All right, well, I got to join his rally. I got to get in on this Lohar rally. Sure, that's fine. All right, now we got 2 marches instead of 3. That's fine, too. Our king has issued an order to delete all T4 and T5 siege to get us out of top 32 to get new players for KVK. Do I think that is a smart choice? Mito Rashed, that's the most interesting question I've possibly gotten in a very long time. That is a very interesting question. What do I think of that? Should you delete siege units? Okay, so Let me give a little context here. What is that question all about? Kingdoms flip over to what's called Imperium. They flip over to Imperium when they are the top 32 by power. So what this king of a Imperium kingdom is proposing is that people delete all their siege units to reduce the amount of power in the kingdom. I really am conflicted about that. I feel like in order for that to be worthwhile, you would have to have data proving that your kingdom is on the bubble for Imperium, and that by doing so, you could definitely get more players in. However, I tend to agree with Groggy. I tend to agree with Groggy in the chat that that is a really bad choice. Troops are troops, and I get the siege units are countered by archers and infantry and cavalry, but I love my siege units. I love my siege units. I use them to steal resources. And, you know, I know part of Groggy's motivation for his comment is that he, in KVK, we literally, this truly happened, okay? You know the sound a truck makes when it's backing up? And it's like, beep, 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 right? You know that? We literally had someone who would play that sound every time we were rallying a city. Oh my God. And that's because Groggy would bring, what was it? Cleopatra and one other commander. I forget who he was pairing it with, right? Who have like 20 million plus resource capacity. And that was like the Mack trucks, you know, it's pulling up. It's like beep, beep, beep to go get resources. And it's all siege units. So I think siege units are great. I don't know. Call me crazy. I think siege units are fantastic. I think they're fantastic. Getting rid of those siege units, that can't be right. Well, as of right now, it's definitely not good, says Gecko Gaming. Once the update comes out, we can see all top 300. Things might change. I think a lot is going to change when we can see the top 300. I think a lot is going to change. I will say, however, I mean, like, oh, it's Freddy and Cleo. All right, there you go. I will say the people in our kingdom actually have calculated the Imperium math. So, like, the people in our kingdom know the exact numbers. And you may be wondering, how did they do that? They meticulously evaluated all the players in these kingdoms that had just flipped in Imperium and looked at literally every alliance in the kingdom in order to figure out who the top 300 were. I kid you not. We had some extremely precise Imperium Kingdom math because we have some of the best data analysts I have ever played with in Rise of Kingdoms. It is stupendous. I mean, the dedication to look at every single alliance in the kingdom and map out every single player and say, okay, this kingdom just flipped Imperium and here is the exact number on our own. I mean, it was pretty impressive. It was honestly very impressive. Not to pat my own kingdom on the back, you know, whatever. But if you want to come to Kingdom 75, we're probably going to flip Imperium pretty soon, but we are freaking organized, all right? We are organized and getting better every day. And like, look, we got room to improve, okay? We got room to improve, but I am very impressed with the caliber of player that we have here. Now let's go in. Can we, ooh, okay, cool. We got a refresh on the Mysterious Merchant. What do we got here? What do we have that I want to buy? Well, nothing in these rows. They're not for resources. Ooh, but I'll definitely take this for gems. I'll definitely take that for gems, that for resources. Hit the refresh button. What do we got here? I have so much wood, and that's not the start of a joke. I have so much wood. I'm going to buy these research speed-ups and hope that eventually they become useful to me because I'm trading wood for them. And I'm going to spend gems on that material pack. That's a solid pickup. Are cataphracts good units? Cataphracts, that's a cavalry unit, right? They're fine. They're fine. I just think that in general, I am pretty much unimpressed with, what is it? Byzantium. There's the cataphract. I'm just unimpressed with Byzantium. Cavalry health is totally fine, but like stone gathering speed, nobody cares. And hospital capacity, I mean, that's fine. Hospital capacity is fine, But you only need that if you're getting rallied. And like, I don't know. If you're getting rallied, what's the best civilization? First of all, like, why are you trying to get rallied? I mean, like, I do that. And so maybe the 15% hospital capacity is better than I'm giving it credit for. Let's see here. Who else would I consider if your city is getting rallied? I mean, you could do Ottoman for the skill damage if you have commanders that do a lot of skill damage. You could be Korea, but I guess Byzantium is better than Korea. I guess if you're taking rallies, Byzantium is not the worst. In fact, they might even be the best. Oh, no, wait a minute. See, 3% all troop stats is really good with France. Garrison capacity, I mean, if you're getting reinforced, but nobody does that. Yeah, I don't know. I feel weird about that. I guess you would be Byzantium if you're taking rallies, but it just seems like a very weird choice. Any shows that you're interested in recently, Chisgule? So you know what I watched just last night that was very mesmerizing? And I will watch more of this in the future. It was called McMillions, and it was about the McDonald's scandal with the Monopoly game. Oh my gosh, that was 10x more entertaining than I ever anticipated. McMillions was a good one to watch. I actually really enjoyed that. Did not expect it, and it was very entertaining. All right, so we're going to just send out these gatherers, and we're pretty soon just going to head over to our restart project and see what's going on there. Chisgule, look at King 1503 and refer to my previous donation. Previous donation? Did I miss a donation? I don't think so. Let's see here. Just going to moderate the chat a little bit. Troop health is always the lowest stat. It's a gem boosted. Alexander the Great. Chisgule, I'm 100% free to play. My con is 5200. Should I wait 10 years to max the second skill or just skill the boy up? You know, the thing about Alexander the Great is that the second skill is just so good. I feel like you do need to max the second skill before you proceed. It's just too good. This skill is just way, way, way too good. Troop health is always the lowest stat. It's a gem if boosted. Huh. I don't know which stat I would say is best. Can I come to your kingdom? 65 million power. So, Vabhav, I would say that you should talk to Long May He Reign if you're interested in coming to our kingdom. Long May He Reign is usually one of the officers. Looks like you'll have to find him right now in our R3 list. Long May He Reign is in the R3 list. HS, I plan to max con. What skill level do you think is good enough to bring to battle? I mean, once he's 5111, you can start using him. But I would instead, it'd be much better to take him to 5511. I think that's a better choice. Esong, Richard, or Alex for free to play. I would say Esong is the pick. All right. What do we got here? What does this say? Groggy. Spelled out in gold. All right, we'll clear out our mail. Very nice. Claim those goodies. Let's send out our gatherer, and I think it's time to go check out our restart project. See how we're doing there. Ooh, gold node. Oh, baby. I'm all about that gold life. Boom. Send out one gatherer. We do have... Where are you? Yeah, this march is in a rally for now. Can I see the Ethelfled talent tree? Yes, indeed. Here we are. Boom. Here's Ethelfled. Y'all are in the right place. all 350 of you in the next, what is it, 40 minutes. We're going to cover Ark League, the 1500 bracket. It's going to be a lot of fun to watch. It's going to be a lot of fun to watch. We're saving our voice a little bit. All right, we're kind of saving our voice because we are going to, I mean, you know what I do. You know how we cast. When we cast, we freaking ham it up and we talk really fast. All right, let's switch over to our restart project. Let's check this out. And by the way, we don't have much time before we need to start to pregame for this next matchup. Constantine or Richard, who's better? They're different. They're different. Constantine is a better garrison commander. Richard is a more tanky all-around commander. They're both good. They're both great, in fact. They're both totally great. All right, ooh, we got troops to finish training. Nice. We'll train up some new ones. Boom, boom, boom. How is stuff going on this restart project? We're building some level 25 resource nodes, or I guess farms. We're working on a lumber mill. Most of these are on their way to 25. Our quarries are almost all 25. I mean, we're looking pretty good from that standpoint. The bottleneck here for sure in this account is resources. We just really need resources in order to do all the things we want to do. We have more than enough speed ups, and the problem is that we just don't play this account as diligently as we do our other accounts. Because, you know, I mean, like, there's a lot to do in life, people. I have a newborn baby. We spend a lot of time with that newborn baby, and it's still not as much as I would like. In fact, I would ask the stream fairy to bring the baby on down, but I know that the baby really doesn't like the studio lights that we have. They're very, very bright. It's very difficult. Okay, let's see here. What do we need? What do we need? None of this stuff, unfortunately. Let's rock the free refresh. Wow, we needed like nothing from this. I mean, I guess we could get some of these. All right. In fact, on the topic of boosters, we need to get our food booster going. Cool. Can you make a guide on how to spend Alliance individual coins? Yeah. Yeah. In fact, let me just answer that question for you. How should you spend your Alliance currency? Let's go to the shop. In my opinion, the very best use of Alliance currency is going to be right over here. These territorial teleports, crucial. You're going to teleport all over the place in KVK. You're going to be using territorial teleports for that. They're definitely worth picking up. We need the restart project in Kingdom 1075. You know, we almost brought the restart alliances to 1075. That was a thing that almost happened. Yeah, that did almost happen. Where can we invest here? Is this alliance have max tech? No, not yet. Not quite yet. Siege unit defense? Oh, wow. Well, actually, they're in a pretty good spot. Look at this. Look at this. They just need resources. Okay. All right, I thought there was something a little more permanent I could invest in, but I guess this is the best thing I could do anyways. I really don't need gold, so I may as well, you know, put my gold into this. Boom. Cool. Very cool. Aren't you guys migrating soon? Ask your alliance members to dump their extra resources to you. I mean, if people want to migrate and send me their resources, I'm not going to say no. What we need to do is actually bring our troops onto the battlefield here and start to battle some barbs. Let's get that started. Bringing out these marches. I wonder if we have some matchups left in, what's it called? We probably have some Sunset Canyon matches we could go do. That seems like a fine activity. All right, 4 marches. Let's just start battling stuff. Boom. Foxman says, bring restart project to 75 and I will help you. So, while I like the resource thing, like, and you know, getting gifted a lot of resources, I also want this account to be like sort of realistic for what, you know, a low to no spender in the game would experience. So, I don't know. I'm kind of torn. right? Like, you see on my main account, I have billions of resources. Like, I could migrate to Kingdom 75, transfer a billion resources, spend them all, and then migrate out. But like that, that's not really... I feel like that doesn't accomplish what we're trying to accomplish. Although, I don't know. Maybe the point of the Restart project is to be, just another source of content. But I think for me, the way I've always treated it is that this account that you're looking at right now at 21 million power grounds me firmly in the realities of being a free-to-play player. It grounds me much more firmly in those realities, and I think that's actually a very good thing. So I don't know. A little torn on that. Alex says, afternoon, Foxman and Lord Peter. Hello to you. Hi to you, Brian Gaming YouTube. Gustav, when we had our second child, I was glad to take on all nights. She was awake. I'm a huge NBA fan, and living in Sweden, we had the games at night because of the time zones. That's amazing. That is amazing. Ooh, look, a rally. I guess I could join that rally. We'll keep doing what we're doing. We're doing what we're doing here. We got 136 likes on the video. 348 of you watching. I do seriously appreciate all those likes. That is pretty spectacular. We're in the cooldown period between matches right now. In 25 minutes, not even. We're going to start to look at the upcoming matches and figure out what we're going to watch. Should be a lot of fun. There's a conspiracy in 1075 to hit Chisgule and Groggy because they're both 4 billion plus loot pinatas. I mean, I'm not going to lie, we are loot pinatas. Except, your typical loot pinata is not, how would you say, guarded with, 10-foot cement walls, the most sophisticated padlocks you've ever seen, and lock systems, right? Like, that's funny. Okay, so this is interesting. It's not Shinchi42, the YouTuber. There is a Sinchi42. Chisgule, I'm saving my stars and sculptures for Khan. Should I save my 10.5 million EXP for Khan? Yeah, I think Khan is a fine commander to save for. Just don't invest until we see what these new archer commanders do, and I assume they're archers. Are you going to make videos about bets on Ark of Osiris? Yeah, we'll do that. Jumanji. And that's an awesome name. Jumanji. Jumanji was a cool movie. I really enjoyed that movie. I miss Robin Williams. That dude was awesome. How's the baby? Yvonne, the baby's doing great. She's a little chunker, although she needs to gain more weight. She's not gaining quite as much weight as she should. So we got to feed her more. And that's in part because, like, I don't know, when you're feeding a baby, unless you're bottle feeding, it's, like, hard to know exactly how much they've eaten. So we're doing some bottle feeding as well, which gives us a much better sense of exactly what she's doing. We love our sweet little baby. I can't even handle it. You're not even going to believe it when I say it. But you will if you've had a baby. But, like, when you have a baby, everything changes. It completely changed my world. 100%. Completely changed my world. In ways I would not have expected. And obviously, I still play games. We still make time to do that. Right? Like, it's all cool. I'm really interested in betting. Habib, we will definitely talk about league betting. And, man, last Ark League, like, Groggy made a fortune off of betting. Groggy made a proper fortune off of betting. Oh, my God. It was unbelievable. Jedi Mind says, oh, you covered TT? Yes, we did. It was pretty freaking sweet. It was a good matchup. It was a really good matchup. All right, here we go. Boom. Make our way over. Battle this guy over here. Hello, Hulk. Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. Watchful Native. Light and Darkness. Is it forced 4v4? Yes, it is. I want revenge on a dictator king next KVK trying to join a server at around the power but would hate to be that king's ally. Well, I think you have some amount of choice. I think you do have some amount of choice in who the allies are. I could be wrong on that. All right, where are the barbs at, yo? We gotta go all the way. Oh, hey, look at that. Dude, in this account, we've been so lazy. We've, like, not even found all the tribal villages. And we haven't even... Dude, I'll show you... I will show you exactly how lazy we've been on this account. Let me show you the indicator, all right? If I zoom out and I hit the explore marker, look at all this stuff we haven't even looked at. Look at all this stuff. Look at it. There's even something right by my city right now. I got to go scout it. This is how lazy we have been on this account. There's so much value just sitting here. Just like waiting. Oh my gosh. Look at this. Look at this. We'll go scout this one too. Unbelievable. Ooh, it's even high. High level of treasure. Sick. Sick. I bet on OV in the finals and my bet made me buy the shop. Shame the extra coins would not have been saved for next time. Yeah, dude. I can believe that if you bet on OV, you could buy the entire shop for Arc League. That is amazing. And it is kind of a bummer the coins don't carry over. Although it's kind of a good thing. I mean, I don't know. I like that it makes you spend the currency. Because, like, you should enjoy all the stuff you got. Although it's a bummer that your extras don't carry over after you bought out the shop. That I feel like is an exception. That's an exceptional situation. Which commander's in your Mighty Governor and on the wheel? So in Kingdom 75, we just had Guan Yu and Leonidas. Here, well, hold on, I gotta watch this. What do we got here? What do we got here? Send a couple extra marches into that. Here we have El Cid. It was El Cid. And for the wheel, we have Khan. We're in El Cid Khan territory. Just kind of an interesting place to be. All right, let's send all these marches back. Claim all these goodies. All right, we're looking good. We're looking good. Claim all this. Nice. I think I earned 100,000 something coins on the OV match. Oh my god, that's insane. That is insane. Habib says I bet mostly on underdogs. It's not a bad strategy. Honestly, not a bad strategy. Not a bad strategy. Let's see here. We've got Lumberjack versus Groot. All right, we'll go harvest this. Yeah, that looks good. And now we need our troops to come back, and we'll go get some resources. Before we do that, let's just go in real quick, go to the tavern. Let's open some gold keys, baby. Would you consider joining a new kingdom? Absolutely. For me, and of course that's with my restart project, right? For me, the criteria, as I come to think of it, with my restart project, is that I really need to be in a place that has action in an off cycle from my main account. I need action in an off cycle from my main account. That's the thing we need to do. So we need this second account to be somewhere that is going to get a ton of love and a ton of attention when things are quiet on my main. Which, you know, right now things are quiet. And I'm not going to lie, I am enjoying that time. I am definitely enjoying that time. There's Osman, baby. Osman showing up. You know, I realize now, even getting epics is kind of awesome on this account. I was glossing over it like, oh yeah, you know, we're getting epics, whatever. Ooh, that was a good pull. 2 El Cid and 2 Sundok. That's pretty decent. Also, we have 44 sculptures of El Cid. Ooh, woo! Full Mehmed, baby. Full Mehmed. Yeah. What's a good secondary for Khan? If you want free to play, Osman. Osman is a beast. If you're spending, I think Cao Cao's really good. Cao Cao's really good. I guess if you have Freddy, he's amazing. If you have him expertise, but you shouldn't have Freddy expertise. There's not a good reason to do that. Look at that, Mehmed. Whew. Chisgule, I'm City Hall 22 max, and I started a saving spree. How much time of saving do you think I need in order to directly unlock the T5 cavalry? I hate to say it, Silencer, but you're like, if you're free to play, you're at least 9 months away from T5, I think. Like, you're a long ways away. You're a very long ways away. Hate to say it. You're really far. T5 is a very, very long distance. T4 you can get to pretty quickly. GTG match begins in 25 minutes. Division 9. Got to go to a team meeting. Ooh. Team meeting. That's cool. I mean, we do a team meeting before our matches too. That's like definitely a good idea. That's definitely a good idea. Who's the best commander combined with Belisarius? I mean, you might want to watch my Belisarius video, but I would say Baibars is a really solid commander for Mighty Governor Shenanigans. Pelagius is also a great commander. Luella, that's a great commander pair. Okay, cool. That's solid. We did all that. Our research is looking good. Our buildings are all cooking up. We need to send out our gatherers, and then we've done almost everything we needed to do here. We'll then go to our farm account. We'll do some quick work on the farm account, and then it'll be time for Ark League casting, which is pretty sweet. So look at that. We'll have gotten all our chores done in the downtime between matches. Chores. I'm playing a video game and they're chores. Is that funny? Is that funny? I do enjoy these activities, by the way, especially when we get to hang out and do them together. That does make them much more enjoyable. All right, we're going to gather there. Where else? Can we gather on territory? I'd like to gather on territory. There's like nothing to do. All right, I'm not going to bother. Territory, schmeritory. I give up. I'm just going to farm whatever I can find. Do not care anymore. Well, I'm going to do the search function. What do I want? Food. Give me food. No 6 nodes. All right, 5. Ooh, that's even on territory. I will take it. I will take it. I think I need that gatherer. Yeah. All right. Cool. Cool. Let's switch over. Actually, hold on. I think I just got one ticket. I have one ticket. All right, we got one battle. Who can we beat? Can we beat them? No. Maybe. Huh. This is an interesting one. They have some low-level commanders and some high-level commanders. I'm going to challenge them. I wonder if I can beat them. This is going to be a tough match. This is going to be a very tough match. How do I want to do this? I want my Joan in the middle for the buffs. I want my archers in the middle. I want cavalry up top and down below. Here's how we're doing it. That's the way. Wish us luck. I think we're going to lose. But wish us luck. We can bring a couple more units there. Maybe a couple more here. A couple more here. A couple more there. That was actually pretty good. All right. Here we go. I don't know if we can win this. I just got Abyssal Visage. Who do I use it on? Man, Alexander the Great. That is so good just about everywhere. I mean, it's good on cavalry. It's good on not cavalry. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. You can put it on your city's garrison commander. Ooh, look at this. Look at this. This is going to be a tough match. We might be able to pull this out. I think we're going to win this. They're using all legendary commanders, but I knew they weren't going to be expertised. I knew it. I knew it. Look at that. All those legendaries. We're going to clean them up. Well, at least I think we're going to clean them up. Uh-oh. 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 This is getting a lot closer. I don't know. I think we've got it. Boom. Okay. They're going to counter my Sun Tzu and Isong pretty cleanly here with their cavalry. But we have an extra cavalry march doing work here. Oh, yeah. We got this. Hooray for us. Let's open all the goodies, by the way. Do we have any goodies to open here? 5 magic boxes. Meh. Those are some goodies. Treasure of the Cove. Yeah, okay, whatever. Treasure of the Warrior Queen. Okay, well, that was a disappointing 7 Treasures of the Warrior Queen. 24 Treasures of the Warrior. Yeah, some Staff of the Lost, Greaves of the Exile. All right. 15 equipment crates. Decent turnout. And material crates. You know, whatever. Okay. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Ooh, Treasure of the Cove, Epic tier. Okay. And commanders. Man, we got Ooh, okay. New skill on the Mehmed. That's solid. We want it to land over here, which is why we haven't started him up. Let's just drop that in. Solid. And what else did we get here? Oh, all right. Skill on Charles Martel. Yes, please. Boom. New skill on this guy. Sweet. We can level him up. Maybe I should save my experience. All right, cool. That was good. Now we've done all the things we want to do. Let's switch over to our farm. And in 10 minutes, we're going to switch gears and we're going to start talking about the upcoming Ark League matchup. So don't go anywhere. Drop a like on the video if you haven't yet, and subscribe if you're into this kind of stuff so that you get a notification when we're going live with Ark League stuff. Because guess what? We're going to be doing a lot of that, people. We're going to be covering the heck out of Ark League, and we are really enjoying covering it. All right, there we go. Get all those troops healed up, cleaned up. What do we got here? We got troops in the hospital? All right, let's go heal those. We need to build something. Cool, we can build something. That's exciting. What are we going to build? When is New Civilization and Epics coming? Please ask them to change Ethel from Expedition. Man, I would love if they took Ethelfled out of the Expedition. That would be absolutely spectacular. I have over 1 million currency on my main. I mean, it's absolutely insane how much currency I have. All right, we're trading resources for goodies. Nice. And we can go to the tavern. 222 gold keys. That is a lot of gold keys. We can open a few of these while we're here. May as well just open a couple. See if we get anything good. We kind of need even the epic sculptures, which is kind of funny on this account. Hey, Chisgule, is there any truth that from later Mighty Governors they're going to discard T1 kills to counter bot farmers? I don't know if that's true or not. I don't think I've heard anything about that. I have not heard anything about that, but I think that'd be cool if they did that. 44 million power, 106 million kills, 9 commanders, very little spending of technology on troop training. Well, congrats on 44 million power, Justin. That's a solid place to be. All right, that's enough gold keys, I feel like. Ugh. Let's go. I mean, we're going to run out of time for these little shenanigans here before we got to go jump and look at league stuff, which is exciting. Y'all are in the right place for that. Here we go. Let's get some boosts rolling. Food, wood, stone, gold, and farming. And let's get some troops out onto the field. We got 4 marches we can bring. 1, 2. Oh, wait a minute. We're missing a secondary commander there. Hold the phone. March number 3, bring that out. March number 2, we'll try that again. What do we got here? Who do we want to put experience on? You know what? I'm going to say Belisarius for now. You get experience. And one last commander. Who's it going to be? Sure. That seems fine. All right. Yeah, here we go. Am I late? No, Chaos King, you're just on time. The 1500 bracket's about to begin. The 1500 bracket is about to begin, and we are going to cover the heck out of that. We're just on our our farm, doing, basic farming stuff, getting some resources on that farm account. And after we've sort of finished up here, it's going to be just in time for covering the next round of Ark League. Should be very exciting. Do you think a low to medium spender I should push higher than ranks 11 to 20 for the training day event for the golden heads? I would honestly save up till you can push for like rank 1. If you can push for rank 1, that'd be a heck of a lot better. If you can never get to that point, then okay, it's not worth saving up. And then incremental is fine. Especially if you want or need the commander that's, in the Mighty Governor at that time. All right, we're going to head over here, smash these guys. What quest are we getting done? Oh, none. We just have notifications. Okay, sure. Ooh. Buildings are training speed ups, huh? Who's winning this? Dark Lord Vader. Solid. I love Vader. The dude is so chill. Vader is so chill. Which match are we going to watch? I don't know yet. We probably should watch OV, the former champions. And then in the middle, we'll switch to a matchup that's really close. I think that's the play. I think that's the play, to watch OV, the previous champions, and then switch. Just what alliances do you think are the biggest threats for SW? Depends on how you define threats. I mean, like, are you talking about a threat in KVK or a threat in Arc League? If we're talking about Arc League, I think it's pretty easy to point to the previous Arc League finalists, OV and JWM. They are obviously going to be really tough competitors. All right. We're cruising along, spending down that AP. We're going to head back toward our city, and then we're going to switch over to our main and do some work. We are going to watch ye old Arc League cast like crazy. We'll probably drop a message to the live stream fairy, request some additional caffeine. You know, got to get those reinforcements. Got to reinforce my city, where city is defined as belly. Watch Riot versus AOOL. I would love to watch that match, just Liam. Let me know what division that is, and let me know how it's going. Again, shameless plug for Kingdom 75. If you want to join us here, we do have room in a number of alliances that are pushing toward Imperium. We are on our way to Imperium, and that is probably going to happen pretty darn soon. So the window to join, if you're over 25 million power, is shrinking. That window is definitely shrinking. I would guess that we are probably... Well, I know exactly how far we are from Imperium because of what I was talking about earlier with the people who've done the math. I forget exactly what the number is. I think we're like 300 million power from Imperium right now. Pretty sure we're 300 million power from Imperium. And that has probably shrunk because since they pulled those statistics, we've had a couple people migrate. Watch GOT 1267. I mean, we go. I'm gonna watch OV to start, and then I'm gonna watch whoever is in a close matchup that chat tells me is a close matchup. So I'm gonna let chat, monitor the different matchups and determine which ones are close. And the only thing I'll say is that with great power comes great responsibility. If I take your recommendation and it's actually a super derpy matchup and there's nothing happening, whatever, I'll just use City Keeper. I did that wrong. Like, if people send me to derpy matchups, I probably got to put you in timeout or block you from chatting. So don't abuse the power. I'm going to give everybody the opportunity to send me to a matchup. But if you want to keep chatting, don't choke my chain. All right, so here we go. We're switching over to our main. 175 likes on the video. I do seriously appreciate that. Every like means a whole heck of a lot. We're going to apparently send out one more gatherer and get lined up for this next matchup. Oh, cool. Stone right outside my city. Don't mind. Wait a minute. Ooh, we're building a flag. All right, nope, I'm doing that instead. Flag building. Here we go. Remember I made that video yesterday about sending one troop places? I'm going to send this one. One troop. Ready, go. Boom. All right. Arc League, baby. Arc League. We're getting warmed up for the next set of matches. Let's review what's happened so far. We're looking at the Division 1 qualifier finals. The TX46 gang won their matchup. We would have expected that. Hall of Fame won theirs. Golden Throne solidly beat the Conquerors of Realms. The Frozen Throne beat XCS. And Royals solidly beat Asgard. In the next set of matches, there's a bunch of folks that we're interested in watching. The Art of War, NCB, is a alliance we are very curious to watch. Kingdom Tigers, I think, is also going to be an alliance that we're going to want to keep our eyes on. Ooh, look at that. Smash Squad is in one of the recommended matches for 1900. Okay. We are one of the recommended matches for 1900. Groggy says our headroom is more than 350 million. Sweet. Okay. So we have space. This is good. This is very good. Opening gold by chest 1 by 1 or 10 at a time, it doesn't matter. The odds are the same. Do it whichever way you most enjoy. Do it whichever way you most enjoy. Now, I think it's Division 4. Here's OV. This is the matchup I'm going to be curious to watch. It's going to be very one-sided, but I just want to see what OV does. So I'm going to peep on OV. We are totally going to peep on OV. And in the meantime, we're going to count on you in chat to indicate where it is we should watch for a close matchup. That's the plan. That's the plan. So let's message ye old live stream fairy and make a little request here for some hydration. Let's send that out. Hydration plus caffeine and a heart emoji. Lots of heart emojis. Boom. All right, the live stream fairy has been messaged. I don't know how live streamers do this for like 10 hours plus. Like, do you just like, I don't know, do you get like a bucket of coffee and like a massive water bottle? Is that the play? And then like something to pee in? How do live streamers that stream for many hours on end do this? I do not know. The XP Killer says, I feel OV will do the technique of holding the Ark near one of their shrines till it's almost expired. Could be. Could be. We've got some time till this matchup fires up. So let's actually go in and start to get some of my equipment ready for our own matchup. We know that we're going to use Attila, and we're going to swap over some of the gear that we have to our Attila. We're going to take some of this really solid gear here. And you can see, like, this is what we're using. Almost all of it has the special talent, which is, you know, pretty important. Here we go. We're going to take these pants and put them over here. We're going to rock this sweet piece of gear. That is 8% of stats for cavalry, which is pretty nuts. And bada boom, the edged boots. This is the set that we're using. So we were talking, someone said earlier, they crafted Abyssal Visage. I mean, this helmet is so good. This helmet is so good. I wish it were itemized like this, where it's really obvious. Like, of course, this goes on cavalry. This is kind of itemized for a leadership commander or a garrison commander. So, you know, they use adult diapers, says Joshua Smith. Oh, God. Could be. Could be. They typically sit down, Chisgule. I know, I'm at a standing desk. Am I crazy? Am I crazy for being at a standing desk? I might be crazy. I might be crazy. That might be a little bit nuts. All right, so we moved most of the gear around that we needed to do. I do probably want to set up a second cavalry commander, however. So let's get this guy set up for action here. We're going to take some gear off of our Minamoto. Yeah, let's take this gear off of Minamoto. Just get a decent sort of set over here in play. Yep. Boom. Okay. That I feel pretty good about. I could put the march speed. I actually am very inclined to put march speed onto my infantry. Right? Like, I kind of want to do this. This is what I want to do. I want to put this march speed over here. This guy really needs the march speed. Dude, this windswept set is so crucial. It is so freaking crucial for doing Ark of Osiris. So let's head over here. We've got very little time left till this starts. Let's drop a message into our Discord, and we'll say, at everyone, we are live covering Ark League. Watching, let's not say former, let's say the S1 champion OV. All right, cool. And let me just make sure I'm in the right Discord. Yes, I'm in my Discord. Cool. Send now. Done. Boom. Can we get a shout out to Kingdom 55? Well, Silencer, shout out to Kingdom 55. Standing desk is better for you? I agree. I agree, Groggy. I 100% agree. The standing desk is crucial. Okay, so other matches that we should watch up. Division 13, people are saying. What do we got in Division 13? Phoenix versus Kamikazes. Yeah, I don't know about that. That seems pretty one-sided to me. Other ones we should watch? The Thanos helmet. It is kind of like a Thanos helmet, isn't it? It is a little bit like a Thanos helmet. All right. Boom. What do we got cooking here? Okay. Kingdom 15 in the house. What's going on, Kingdom 15? We've got only minutes before the next Arc League matchup begins. Gotta get hydrated for your rapid wrapping in Ark of Osiris. Dude, tell me about it. We got our live stream fairy all over it, though. Other realm. Ooh. Is there stuff in the other realm that's interesting? Division 9. I think that's going to be a slam dunk. Is it Division 13 in this realm? Oh, wow. That was close. That was really close. Wow. Look at how close that was. Wow. I mean, I am astonished. That was really close. Division 10. That looks like very one-sided, but let's go back to the other realm. Yes. Okay. Division 10 looks pretty good. Remind me that Division 10 is something we should go look at. That looks pretty good. What skills for Richard do you recommend? Skills? I think you mean talents. For talents, I really like the defense tree. That's very strong. Top part of the defense tree is really good. That's a good starting place. With only 2 minutes remaining till the matchup begins, this is going to get super exciting. We're going to watch OV do some serious work. And after we watch OV do work, we're going to switch it up going to one of these other divisions to see what's cooking. 12 with UCS is going to be a good one. Division 12, huh? I mean, this should be very one-sided. If this is not super one-sided, then yeah, that'll definitely be entertaining. All right. Division 4, baby. Division 4, let's get a peek. Here comes the good stuff. Check in on the Civil War raging in 1505. Really? Is there a Civil War in 1505? Really? Oh, really? That's sort of surprising to me. I was invited to Kingdom 1505. I mean, that would have been really good for content, but super awkward. 96 RZ matchup already happened, and they won. Did I notice Dragon Lancer MVP in the last matchup? I did not notice that. Hope to see your finale with P245. Is that who our finale's against? Do we have a big finale there? Barry Immortal says he's a big fan. Well, thank you for your support. I do seriously appreciate that. On the topic of support, we're pushing almost 200 likes on this video, which I deeply appreciate. Every like, every positive comment goes a really long way to supporting me. It's your 100% free way of giving me a little high five to say, thanks, Chisgule. I appreciate what you do. Everything you can happen against TT and BBTH. Yeah, TT versus BBTH was a good one. That was a good one. All right, the clock is flipped over. We can now go and watch. We've made it into the matchup. OV battling. Now look, this should be extremely one-sided. This should be extremely one-sided, both based on the power and based on the fact that, gosh darn it, these guys were the Ark League champions last season. Slouty now up to 232 million power. That is some pretty serious power gain here. Whoo-wee. Looking around here, a lot of high-powered players all over the place. All freaking over the place. Wow. Okay. I mean, this is kind of what we would expect to see. A lot of high-power players here. Wow. I mean, everybody's like 75 million plus power here. This is going to be pretty nuts. Good luck. Good luck and have fun. We'll drop a little nice message. Have fun casting it live. Boom. Send. All right. P245 is Legend Ronnie. Oh, really? What division is that? What division is that? Ashwin dropping some fierce emojis. OV will win. They are ruthless. Yeah, OV definitely knows what they're doing. Cover Marvel's match of Anubis, Division 14. Well, look. Here's the deal, chat. This thing is about to fire off, and we're going to enter into rapid fire mode. When that has happened, it will be your responsibility in the chat to alert me to other matchups that are very close. I'm talking about like 1,000 or 2,000 points close. If I end up going to a match and you're trolling me, I'm going to ban you from chatting. Sorry, but that's what it's going to be. But for those of you who are offering me sweet matches to watch, that's going to be really cool. We'll jump in. I'll thank you. We'll give you the virtual high five, shout you out, all that good stuff. And this matchup's going to begin in 30 seconds. 30 seconds, people. So that's the game we're playing. We're going to count on you to tell me where the close matchups are while we observe the strategy used by OV and some of the tactics that they deploy. I mean, look, I expect they're going to try to steamroll here. They may even, because they know we're streaming it, like change what they do. In which case, smart play to change their actual strategy, because we know that it's getting live streamed. Here we go. OV at the start, Slouty out of the gates using Cao Cao Primary. You know from the previous videos that we've done that Cao Cao Primary is one of the fastest commanders in the game. Pair with a commander like, say, Attila or Khan, and you're getting 25% extra march speed from your commanders, and a total of upwards of 77 to 78% march speed in total, combining skills and talents. That'll get you really fast to where you're going if you're using T1 troops, which I expect that they are. Those T1 troops are going to be used to get to the outposts and the obelisks. The obelisks being super important because they give you teleports. How many teleports? Glad you asked. That's a total of 5 teleports per obelisk that you capture. The expectation is that you're going to get both of your obelisks at the start of the matchup, but then you're going to have to hold them because over time you're going to get extra teleports. Now those are very important because they're going to move you closer to where the action is. You're only able to teleport, by the way, if all of your marches and scouts are back in your city. Now, in Ark of Osiris, you can only have 1 scout out at a time as opposed to regular Kingdom where you can have 3. I personally find it so chaotic in Ark that it's very hard to scout and actually look at a report. That's just totally gangbuster. And P.S., salute to the live stream fairy who's brought both another round of tea, which hooray caffeine, and water. Yay for the live stream fairy. Thank you again. Cheers. Woo, let's get a sip of water because you know we are off the chain with our casting craziness and the speed with which we talk. So let's get a sip real quick. Here we go. I don't even know what kind of tea this is. It smells like chai. It smells freaking delicious. What have we got here? I don't even know. So, folks are on their way to the obelisks. The blue team has already made their way to all of their structures. Red team not quite there yet. Let's see what blue is doing. The intention, again, is to monitor what they're up to and potentially emulate. And good Lord, look at all those marches entering onto the battlefield. Rally is on its way downfield. We see a blend of cavalry in this march. It looks like Khan Primary leading a rally. If we check where that rally is going, they are sending rallies from these. There's one rally. There's another rally. So, my expectation is that they're rallying all of their own stuff and all of the opposing side stuff. We've got 1 minute till this cavalry rally ends up where it's going, and that has to be the obelisk. So they're sending Attila Takeda to go defend their own obelisks, which I think is a pretty interesting choice. Continuing on to see the other things that are in flight. Another Attila Takeda on its way 51 seconds to their obelisk. That flips over in 1 minute and 20 seconds. At that time, they're going to teleport forward, and that'll be a really powerful play. To get them in position, I expect they're going to do an even split 5 and 5 on each side, rather than a strong side, weak side, which is a really interesting way of playing this game mode. What do I mean by strong side, weak side? You could put more cities on one side than the other, hope that your weak side holds and your strong side captures stuff. That could be a better play than going even on both sides with the same number of cities committed to each part of the battlefield. OV is in Division 4 and P245 is in Division 6. Good call out in the chat, and I'm pretty eager to see the action in onto the obelisks. We see here rallies are now marching to those obelisks. It is cavalry rallies that are on their way, nice and slow but steady as they go. One rally from TPM. That rally is all infantry with a Wu Zetian. Now this doesn't make any sense at all. Look, use an infantry commander as the primary. I don't even know where that rally went. Do I have a disappearing rally? Where'd it go? It's invisible. Cloaking technology. Cloaking technology. Did you know that Wu Zetian's 6th skill says disappears from map when monitored closely? There she is, back on the map. Look, if you're going to do this play, which I think is very, very smart, and you should emulate this, send Wu Zetian in the rally, but don't ever be the rally leader. Have a different rally leader with more march speed be the set of commanders that are used, and then swap the captain after they get into the structure. That's a very important tactic to execute correctly, and this slowness might cost them in a normal situation, but I don't think it will here, because look, OV is not going to be the difference maker. OV now hanging out at the Sky Altar. They've got their troops in there, but only enough to get into the structure, and more troops on the way. Shrine of War captured with a whole half dozen or so troops now making their way downfield. Oh, wow. And already a swarm in on the Desert Altar. That structure is going to go down. Not too surprising to see that. Red troops making their way there, but they're cavalry commanders in this structure are not going to be sufficient to defend it. That flips over to OV, who now owns the structure. They've swarmed it successfully. And look at this Shrine of Life, totally abandoned. There's even a troop standing here that hasn't even bothered to go in. Oy vey. You got to attack it, buddy. You got to tap it and hit attack. You cannot drag and drop to enter into the structure. W says, ha ha ha, damn laughing hard with cloaking. I know. Who let the Romulans into this matchup? All right, we've got a whole bunch of swarming marches on their way over, getting a look over to the other part of the battlefield. Shrine of War now, more marches on its way, and rally on its way over. Old Chan at the helm, heading to the obelisk. They're going for the throat. They're not saying, oh, we want to score lots of points and have everybody get those. They're just going to kind of evict them from the zone. Blue on their way over, Snorlax first, to the Sky Altar. TPW putting a bunch of troops there to defend it. Debothi second says, Chis, you are funny. Thank you, I try to be funny. A little Star Trek reference to cloaking. Come on, I'll take credit for that. That was funny. Oh, you mean I'm fuzzy, not funny. Hold the phone. Stream is fuzzy? No, stream's not fuzzy. I look good now. I'm all in focus. Do I look fuzzy? Am I fuzzy? I don't think I should be. I need chat to confirm. Am I fuzzy? Am I funny? What the heck am I? I think it's fixed already. There was a laggy moment. Thank you, XP Killer, for the heads up. Duly noted. Duly noted. We're in the market for a new streaming computer, by the way. If any sponsors are watching, we've got 460 concurrent viewers right now. No big deal. You could have your name up on the screen over here. Sponsored. This stream sponsored by whoever heck wants to give me a new computer. Joking aside, I got to go figure out how to build a good one. But I would totally take a sponsorship. But I got to go figure out how to build a new one. All right. Swarm is in. Edward at the helm with, wow, Alexander the Great on the defense. Not a commander I would recommend, and it is showing. That commander is getting swarmed down very, very easily. Even though the rally is taking a serious amount of damage, Charmander leading that rally, that structure is totally overwhelmed, and yet another altar flips over to OV. If we get a look over here at the obelisk, that obelisk under pressure from Old Chan, rally with Khan, and it is getting swarmed down as well. Richard the First leading the defense there successfully for that obelisk. The other altar under pressure looks like it's getting rallied, and we have crashed. Sadness. Such sadness. Nice mug you have, Chisgule. Why, thank you. Are you referring to my face or the mug? Oh my gosh. Never a dull moment in Rise of Kingdoms game reloading. What division should we go check out? Clearly, OV is dominating this matchup. We've learned whatever it is we're going to learn by watching that. What should we do now? What should we do now? 3 matches going on in Realm 3. Let's go get a look here at Ye Olde Watch. I think someone had said Division 10 before. This is a close-ish matchup. Let's go check this out. In the meantime, we've now entered into Division 10. We're going to get a look here at this matchup. Wow, no, this is very one-sided. This is very one-sided in favor of blue. They've got all 4 of the altars. The amount of points that they are gaining right now is out of control. 740 points per minute for blue in their favor, 290 points per minute for red. So this is looking like a matchup that might be close by power, but dominating for the folks in blue at this moment in time. And I'm going to say that we're looking for a new matchup to watch because this is going to be extremely one-sided in my estimation. We see here that there is a rally and swarm. Wu Zetian at the helm. She is in trouble, although she is the queen of handling a swarm, if you know what I mean. And that's not a reference to anything. That's just a funny rhyme. We've got a bunch of folks swarming the Shrine of War, in addition to the rally Attila Takeda, which is pretty well countered. Pretty well countered. Boom. There it is. Structure down. We've got to go find something else to look at. What do we have over here? Shrine of Life getting rallied for real. We've got Attila Takeda doing work. And why in the world are people using Alexander the Great as a garrison commander? They're simply not a garrison commander. Why are people doing that? He's good. He's not that good. We mentioned this in our tier list. Watch Division 2. Recommendations for Division 2. We're stepping out, going to the watch list, checking out Division 2. Kingdom Tigers. Yeah, I want to see Kingdom Tigers. I want to see Kingdom Tigers. We battled against Kingdom 93, Kingdom Tigers, in KVK Season 2. We got wrecked. This is when we were in Kingdom 39. That was not set up for a successful KVK for us. Tango Branch says Division 29. Okay. Could be a thing we watch for now. This is a close matchup. 590 points per minute for both sides. Evened up. And what do we have? Huge action at the Shrine of War. Wow. Swarming going on. Wu Zetian at the helm. The reason that she is good anti-swarm is that she reduces the skill damage that she takes every time she takes more skill damage. And that is getting pretty fiercely beat down. There was a huge amount of reinforcements that just dropped into the Shrine of War. Swarming still going on. Man, this matchup is really close. This is almost point for point, neck and neck. Friends, we've got a good one. We have got a good one. Ashwin, Royal, and the Damp Squib calling Division 2. This was a really good call out. €2 donation. Stay Lazy says, sponsored by Lazy. Stay Lazy, another €2 super chat. Insert your advertisement here. Stay Lazy, €2 super chat. My board now. Stay hydrated. You can afford a new mouse now, cheap one, and a cool sticker, and a Hey You sticker. Well, thank you for all those donations. You now own the board over my head, which tracks all of the recent donations. Oh, Stay Lazy, that's amazing. Thank you for your support. I do seriously appreciate it. 411 of you watching this matchup right now with the Kingdom Tigers battling into La Familia. And you know what the Mafia does. You know what the Mafia does. They definitely... I don't know. What's a good catchphrase for a Mafia? What's a good catchphrase for a Mafia? Something about how it all stays in the family? Something about cement shoes? Either way, this fight is unfolding and looks even. However, the place we need to be looking is in the center. Ark of Osiris is on the move. It looks like Kimchi with double eyes is on the move, using Minamoto as the primary, not the fastest commander, but gosh darn it, it's cavalry, and they are on the move. No folks in red on their way to contest this arc. If this arc goes uncontested, then this matchup will tip for sure in the favor of Kingdom Tigers, and perhaps this is the strategy that they've been trying to execute, snapping off the Ark of Osiris and holding on to all those structures. Do your troops die? No. In Ark of Osiris, your troops do not die. We make our way over to the Shrine of Life. This is getting rallied, and a little bit of swarm here from the same player who launched the rally, but that defense looks like it's going to be super successful. Realm of Anubis Division 1. Realm of Anubis Division 1 and Division 20 are close. Well, if this arc is captured, I'm going to have to say that we're going to have to go check out a different matchup, because I think that this will be pretty solidly in favor of Kingdom Tigers. But let's watch a little longer. Wu Zetian under some serious pressure from Totes, rocking the Alexander the Great primary. And let's see if we can peep who the secondary is. I would love to see a Charles Martel secondary here, or an Esong. What do we got? Let's see that active skill. Where is it? Where is the active skill? Maybe we're just missing it? Maybe it's because of Simplify Graphics. I'm not sure who the secondary is, and I'm usually really good at detecting that sort of stuff. Okay, action also in on this altar. Wu Zetian defending against, Attila Takeda. The Savage combo doing some work. This is going to be a close matchup. Oh boy. Lots of stuff flying through here. This structure looking like it will be defended successfully. Lots of action on the screen. Tango Branch saying it's Esong. I think you're right. I think you are right. Whew. Taking a sip of our caffeine to try to save our voice. If we can, we will see. Secondary is Esong. All right. Duly noted. The defense here looking very successful. Getting a look over here. This is looking like the defense will be successful. I mean, we've got a matchup on our hands, people. I would say it looks like the strategy being employed by the Kingdom Tigers is to hold their structures and win the arc. And if they can commit the least amount they need to hold their structures and win the arc, then they win the game. A solid strategy. You are in Kingdom 1507. We are in Kingdom 1507. Still some marches in this area getting cleaned up. Let's check the rally board to see where the action is. Rally mobilizing at Tiger Honey Cities, 86 million power. And rally mobilizing at Wythen, 175 million power with almost 500 million kills. And Legend FF rallies on its way now. Edward at the helm. Where's it going? Let's get a look here. It looks like the Shrine of Life. So action will soon be in on that structure. We've got, whoo boy, La Familia, 5 rallies. The Animal launching a rally, and this rally marching from Trinity. Where is it going? Where are we going? The Shrine of War is about to get some action. We've got another rally marching. Whoa, from the starting zone. Where are you going? 5 minutes and 30 seconds? What? Where are you headed? TPW wanted to mention that they don't have Attila yet. I just read that in the chat. Very interesting, Maureen. Thank you for calling that out. Liam says, wow, you're still streaming? Indeed, we are. We are still streaming, baby. Those rallies are marching. This Shrine of Life is about to get hit. Woo, it's about to heat up, people. This is about to heat up. No match is close now. Good to know. We're going to stay here for a while. Kingdom Tigers swarming this Saladin rally. Saladin is a commander that knows how to handle it, though. Third skill reduces the skill damage taken, and every time he takes skill damage, if they've used the support tree, they're going to reduce the amount of skill damage that they're taking, which seems really gosh darn good. We've got a Richard the First. Really? Richard the First as the primary defending this structure. I would have expected they've had like some better commanders on this defense, but okay. Okay, Richard the First is doing work. The Swarm is doing work, and this is going to get beaten down. We need to go find a new thing to watch. Where else are rallies battling or marching? We've got a rally battling over here. Shrine of War. Wow, that Wu Zetian is slaying right now. Wu Zetian is slaying. Ooh, boy. Okay. Elmer, what's going on? Good to see you. Where else can we find some good action battling going on? Attila Takeda with a swarm. We've got full support here battling into Wu Zetian. Who's the secondary for the Wu Zetian? It should be a Richard the First, but instead, what do we see? What do we see? Hard to tell. Who is the secondary here? What do we got? Can we look at the battle report and see? No battle report, so this is the first time this structure must have been attacked. All right. All right. That rally is getting wrecked. Okay. Lee Jevney says, see you in a few hours, Chisgule. R4 from M163 should be fun. Cheers to you. Sup, Chisgule, we keep being awesome. Warm greetings from 1294. Thank you, Outlaw. 2583, much appreciated. Cheers to you. That rally gets beaten down, and now we can get a look at the battle report. No battle reports. All right, maybe the structure needs to leave combat. Still no battle reports. All right, let's go get a look at the next thing that's getting hit. Lots of battling going on. Shrine of Life under pressure from Edward, but that is going to get beaten back. If we look to the next structure, we've got a Constantine, solid garrison defense, battling against another Edward very successfully. Continuing on, we've got the Sky Altar getting rallied by Attila Takeda. Conquest leading that rally. That rally is doing some pretty serious work. However, there are a bunch of folks in red nearby to both reinforce and do some swarming, which should put them in a very solid position to defend. I don't see enough blue marches coming to join this party to make me feel like this defense is in any amount of trouble. This looks like they've got a solid hold on their defense. Although that Attila Takeda, if left uncontested, is going to do a lot of healing. Folks from my old videos are in Kingdom 245. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed they are. Sup, Chisgule, love from South Africa. Well, thank you, Wizard, for the support from South Africa. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. All right, let's go inspect where other action is. If we get a look here, this rally is mobilizing. Here's one that is under attack. Hilarious. Look at this solo march. Trying to keep up with the Alexander the Great rally. I mean, I guess you get some damage in. Where's it going? The obelisk. Now that, if I was not winning an Ark of Osiris League matchup, I would probably not rally the obelisk. I feel like that is highly unlikely to accomplish anything and is going to take your troops away from where they actually need to be. So that seems like a weird choice to me. I have my brother, sup to you. They love your videos. Well, thank you very much. Division 17 is close. Good to know. Good to know. We're going to keep watching this matchup for now, at least for one more arc, I feel. That's a worthy activity. Although, yeah, this arc could be contested. I like it. We got to see what happens with this next arc. Desert Altar under some pressure here. It's getting swarmed. Fascinating choice. This could convert to La Familia and give them the point edge that they need to come back into this game. This is looking pretty close. I like it. I like it. This could be really interesting to watch. This is the thing we need to hone in on. Division 17. We could go check that out. Illusion Gaming. Love you, Chisgule. Lots of love from India. By the way, can you tell me some free-to-play pairs for infantry? Please, I want to know those pairs for early, mid, and late game. Well, first of all, thank you very much for your support, and thank you to everyone who's dropped a like onto this video. I do seriously appreciate all of your support, and leaving a like is a nice free way to support the channel. What would I recommend as infantry commanders in the early game? I'm going to say Sun Tzu is super crucial, and I actually would not go in on infantry commanders too much because you're not going to have full infantry marches. You're just not going to have the infantry for it. So I would recommend that you do commanders like Boudica and Sun Tzu, which are universally good commanders, but are also good with infantry. So I think that would be a recommended starting pair, Sun Tzu and Boudica. Wow, those side messages, yeah. Some of the side scrolling messages are less than amazing. We see here that the Desert Altar is under some serious pressure. If red does not respond appropriately, this could be taken, which would be not great for them. They would lose the edge that they have here and that they've worked so hard to obtain. And, by the way, we've got battling in the center for the Ark of Osiris. If red is able to take this arc, then we're going to see the Kingdom Tigers under a world of pressure. This is the spot to watch. I know it might not be the most exciting thing because it's just a big old brawl, but if this is captured, this is going to be crucial. I can hide the messages? Oh, yeah, we needed to do that a long time ago. Thank you, Chapo. You get a virtual high five, boom, for telling me that. We definitely needed to hide those messages. Good call. Really good call. Red is getting away with the arc. Wow. Okay. This is serious in the center. This is serious. Whoa. Whoa. Red has taken the Shrine of War, and they own the Desert Altar. Wow. Okay. Okay. This is going in Red's favor now. They have the momentum. Big time. And they're putting pressure up over here onto the Shrine of Life. Wow. Wow. Shrine of Life getting seriously pressured as well down south on the map. Whoa. And this structure taking serious pressure too. Red is everywhere right now. They're doing some fierce work. They're up to 740 points per minute to the 360 of blue. And they have the arc. They are about to flip this game in their favor. Oh boy, this is getting spicy. I knew this could heat up. Oh man, this is getting super spicy. What in the world? This matchup, I did not anticipate being close, but here we are. This is getting very close. More marches pouring in for red and for blue. Big open field brawl. This is why I highly like and recommend AoE damage, area of effect damage, very important. to try to control an area like this. Huge amount of battling taking place. Getting a look down south on the map. Shrine of Life being defended successfully. And, oh my goodness, Sky Altar taken by red. The other altar was taken by blue, which they needed to do, but they're not gaining in this structure game. 210 points per minute for blue, 590 for red. This is going to be a problem for them, and we just have to watch this arc. If this arc is captured by red, they are so firmly in the driver's seat, it is out of control. Wow. Okay. This is a spicy match. This really heated up. We see that the Shrine of War is under contention. Let's get a look here. We've got a Saladin rally. Fascinating throwback to the last season of Ark of Osiris, but man, no solid defense here. We've got an Edward leading this rally. Not going to be the pick I would make, and that is going to get completely beaten down. As that happens, Blue's going to take over this structure, and the question becomes, who will get this arc? This arc is what is going to define this particular matchup. The arc is more southern on the map than I realized. It is closer slightly to the folks in red, but only slightly. This arc is going to get some hooves in a moment. Somebody's going to pick it up, and it's going to start to move, I would think, as they all battle for this. It looks like, however, blue is starting to get more control over this center area. You know, I would expect that to be the case, given that they are higher power. I would expect that they will have higher quality of commanders. And with that higher quality of commanders, they should bully the arc. That is what I would expect, and that is what I think we're starting to see happen here. La Familia putting in a good fight and still up one altar, which is a huge amount of points. Above and beyond what the other side is getting. There it goes. It's on the move. Where did it go? There it is. Okay. Look at that. Richard I, not the fastest commander, is grabbing the arc and starting to move. Blue notices, and he's going to get beaten down. I feel like that march might have been better off just battling in the field. I feel like they would have been better off just battling in the field rather than trying to go for the grab, because that march, after you pick up the arc, you're going to take 200% extra damage. That could have been a very tanky, disruptive march, and instead it's just dead. Not the most optimal choice. Red again taking the arc and beaten down. Blue starting to get really solid control of this part of the map. You know, in my estimation, if La Familia doesn't sort this out right here, they are going to be in trouble for the match. Why do I say that? All of the structures that they had taken on the blue side of the map now have been restored to blue. They've taken them back. So if they're not winning the structure game and they're down on points, they have to get this arc. We see here a rally in from Legend FF on the Shrine of Life. That rally is doing fine. But with all these marches here, I feel like they're in a pretty good position to hold it. And red has taken the arc. Arc is on the move yet again. Arc is now down. Now, I know it might not seem like a big deal, but every time that arc is moved an inch closer to the red cities, it is that much easier for red to reinforce and get to this part of the battlefield, and that much harder for blue to get to that part of the battlefield. Is the jersey you're wearing for sale? In fact, if you check out the link in the description, you can buy your Chisgule Gaming merchandise. The Chisgule the Great line of clothing is available. We even have a baby onesie, which is amazing. I need to bring Chisgule Mini onto the stream in that baby onesie. Let me tell you, that is the thing we need to do at some point. The Chisgule line of gear is a real thing. It's a real thing. All right. What else we got going on here? More battling at the Shrine of Life. A lot of reinforcement coming in for blue. If they swarm this structure, they just might be able to take it. So many blue marches there and not enough red to support it. Oh my goodness, this just might happen. This structure could flip, but last second reinforcements make it in. Wow, Shrine of Life hanging on by the skin of their teeth. Richard I hanging in there, doing what he can to stall these open field marches. And I think they're going to do that successfully. Ark of Osiris, however, in the hands of blue, marching back toward their side of the field. Red is going to have to tag that carrier and knock them down. Otherwise, they're going to have an uphill battle to fight here. Blue putting a lot of marches to this part of the battlefield. That means that red either needs to slay the structure game, which they are not doing right now, or they need to get this arc, and in my opinion, they need to get this arc. If we get a look up on the field, ooh, okay. Red is about to take the Desert Altar. That will be very powerful to have in their favor, and Shrine of Life contested and held by blue, and Shrine of War might flip. So it looks like red is all in on the structure game, and I don't know if they're going to pull it off. I think that if you're the underdog, the structure game is the game to play, but I don't know that they're able to win it right now. The score is relatively even, 590 points per minute for red and 440 points per minute for blue, so they are on the warpath to tie this up as long as they can prevent this arc from getting scored. But the arc is moving. Red has to commit, in my estimation, really hard right now to the middle of the map, or they're going to be in big trouble. But they are winning the structure game yet again, which is a solid place to be. This structure under some pressure, but getting beaten back, not going to be enough. And if we head over to the right side of the map, okay, not that far to the right side of the map, we do see the Sky Altar, ooh, is under pressure. And it's under a lot of pressure. This march right over here, they need to get into the structure. They need to get their current march that's in there out. The only reason they wouldn't do that is if they're the garrison captain, and we'll give them the benefit of the doubt and say maybe they are. This structure is getting seriously beat down. It is in some trouble. Reinforcements are on the way. Wow, successful defense while the altar slips further and further out of their grasp. Dark Prince with 2 Ks, keep that in mind, is on his way out of there. Man, blue is in control of the center of the map. Kingdom Tigers averting crisis by getting this arc back toward their own structures. Super crucial play. They've now got free reign on anybody who tries to take out this carrier. It will be impossible to get this carrier now charging up the middle because look at all these marches that are going to eat you up. Wow. Blue now taking control of their Shrine of War again, regaining control of that. And if they get this Shrine of Life, then all of that great effort put forth by red will be for naught. All of the points that they will have gained will be offset by the points lost from this arc capture. And here we see 2 rallies passing like ships in the night. Edward of Woodstock in on this structure with swarm support. We've got Constantine primary on that defense with Charles Martel secondary. An interesting choice, but a decent one. This rally is, I think, truly and deeply misplaced. Going for the obelisk is a bad use of troops in my estimation. The only reason in which that could be a good choice is if they perhaps break the rally and send all those troops to take out this carrier. That would be a decent choice. But they used infantry, not cavalry, so I don't know what they're doing there. This structure under serious pressure. Honestly, they should have broken this rally and supported this structure. One of many choices they could have done with that rally. Instead, they've not made. And they're going to get back to a default state on this map. And that is not the position from which they can win. They're going to have to get the next arc that spawns if the Kingdom Tigers even capture the arc. And they may not do it. I feel like the Kingdom Tigers should capture the arc here. But let me know in the comments, should Kingdom Tigers capture the arc right now or not? I think they should because I think they own the open field. And if they own the open field, they want to score as many arcs as they can. The reason that they shouldn't is that they're going to have a little bit of a lead now. And if they can't hold that lead or they lose the last arc, then they're at risk. So I could see both ways being a good play. Chis and KVK, after all home kingdoms is unified, do you get territory puffs in kingdom territory? I don't know. I don't know if being on another alliance's territory gives you alliance buffs. I don't think they do. I do not think that's how that works. All right, that Ark, it looks like they're going to park as it sits there holding the board, preventing those points from getting scored. Sometimes I like to rhyme. It's not just to pass the time. It's kind of to save my voice. Because I think when I've got it, I sound real noise. All right, I'll stop. But that is kind of fun to do. And the more I practice that, the better I get. And the better I get, the funnier it is. I think that could get pretty entertaining. I'm not going to lie. And it's honestly kind of fun. So at this point, the Kingdom Tigers are looking really solid in this matchup. What have they done? They've committed to arcs over structures. And by prioritizing arcs and actually getting them, they're in a leading position. That leading position will last only for as long as they continue to hold the structures they have. But because we're getting so close to the end of the game, even if you capture some of these structures and they aren't captured back, Red is not going to have enough time to play a structure game and win. And what that means is that this march over here is very, very important. They are holding the keys to winning this game. Now, what I will say is that Red is currently up by 150 points per minute. Over the course of 10 minutes, that's 1,500 points. But this arc is worth way more than 1,500 points. So if Red is going to win this match, they're going to have to do some serious work to get ahead. Right now, it does not look like a thing that they can do. Here we see a rally getting beaten down along with the swarm. They really needed this structure right now, and they did not get it. And Legend F is doing the same thing he has been doing, or she has been doing, or they have been doing the entirety of this matchup, which is rallying over and over this particular shrine. They've got one job, and that is what they are doing. Liam says, how does it feel staring into a camera? Honestly, you get kind of used to it, looking deeply into the eyes of the camera. Sometimes I forget to do that like looking into the camera's eyes is the way that I look into your eyes. Sometimes I forget that. Often you'll see me kind of looking sort of down, monitoring the health of the stream. And oftentimes you'll see me looking totally down, looking at my iPad. I need to get a better setup for that. If you can believe it, we stream using a MacBook Pro and we edit using a MacBook Pro, and it's a couple years old, and it's not like we paid extra for like a super fancy one. So we are definitely in the market for a gaming and streaming and video editing rig. 4K quality, baby. 4K quality. Kidding, not kidding about sponsors. Kidding, not kidding about sponsors. This structure looks like it's under pressure, but not enough to cave. This structure looks like it's under pressure, but not enough to cave. Kingdom 9T, K9T Tigers have stabilized this matchup. There's only one thing that could go wrong for them. And I do worry for the Kingdom Tigers for this one reason. Here is what could go wrong and why I think they seriously should just capture the Ark already. In 5 minutes, the Ark is going to be reset to the middle of the map. Okay? In 5 minutes, the Ark is going to be reset to the middle of the map. The way that that works is that you can only hold the Ark for 15 minutes. After 15 minutes, it gets reset to the center of the map. Do not forget to capture this Ark. Okay, good. They did it. They captured the Ark. The Ark has been escorted. I think that was a smart choice. Right? Like, how could they lose this matchup from here? Maybe they forget to capture the Ark and it goes to the middle. But now they have a different problem to contend with. In 7 minutes, that Ark is going to reform in the middle. And La Familia is there and Kingdom Tigers are not. So now they've captured this Ark. But guess what? The players in blue have one more arc to fight for. Because if they don't contend this arc, the score is close enough that red could win the match. This is a very close matchup. It doesn't look like it, but this is a one arc to win matchup. Watchful Native says reach out to Ironside PC for a sponsor and a stream PC. That's not a bad idea. Best for gaming PC is to make it yourself. I've never made a computer for it before. Can you believe it? I have literally never made a computer. We need to do that. What is a better troops and commander to take into Ark? That is a very detailed question that you actually asked. What are the best commanders to take into the Ark? For defending a structure, Richard I is the very best in the game. Not as a primary, but as a secondary. I find it hard to believe there are almost any situations where Richard I should not be your secondary. Do we stream in Twitch? We do not stream in Twitch. We are not a Twitch streamer. That is the thing we could do. There's really no presence for Rise of Kingdoms on Twitch, though, so I'm not inclined to do that. Red is doing some work over here. Haka is trying to take out this outpost, going for sort of whatever value they can possibly get here. An interesting choice. I don't know that I love it. The XP Killer says I made my last two for 1K, and I got something that's pre-made, costs around 1,600. I honestly have no problem spending a lot of money on a really good streaming and video editing PC. I would be very comfortable spending a lot of money on that. What would my budget be for a streaming PC? I mean, like, I don't know. I just need a good argument for why I should spend, and I can spend. Like, the money is not an issue for a streaming PC, because like I need to make videos, y'all, really high quality videos, and I need to stream. So like, yeah. What was your power in KVK Season 2, start of KVK? I think we were like 80 million power. That sounds right to me, right? Wasn't that what it was? Were we pushing maybe 100 million power? Legend F doing the same thing that they've been doing this entire time, rallying this Shrine of Life. It's not going to be successful, and it looks like the structure game has really stabilized pretty significantly. At the start of the game, I would make the argument that La Familia really was very, very well coordinated in their structure game, and that gave them a huge advantage. And this Sky Altar may actually flip. This may actually flip in their favor. I don't know that it matters. I think the Ark is all that's going to matter. With 11 minutes remaining, rally beaten back, reinforcements arriving, but plenty of swarming going on this Sky Altar. 4 minutes and 13 seconds until the Ark becomes available for capture again. Chisgule, have you ever considered playing Rock on a PC and BlueStacks? Better for streaming too? Is BlueStacks really better for streaming? Is it really better for streaming? I mean, I've enjoyed what I'm doing here. This seems to work pretty well. I'm inclined to believe that like a really nice iPad Pro is the better choice, right? Like, am I crazy? Like, the second they come out with a new iPad, I am going to snap by that. Snap by. And I'm going to get the best one I can get. Hey, Chisgule, an infantry, free-to-play, very low spender. Can you suggest some infantry pairs to mid and late game? Mid game, I would say Sun Tzu and Ulji Mundak. Also late game. How the heck do you stream from an iPad? We hardwire the iPad into the PC. Well, I guess it's a MacBook Pro for me. So we hardwire into the MacBook Pro, and we use OBS. OBS. Slows down your computer a crap ton. I've heard Nox is better than BlueStacks. Interesting. We've also got an Android phone. We don't really use it, but we have it. Technically, I could be playing one of my other accounts at the same time as I'm watching this matchup. And speaking of watching this matchup, here's the action, baby. Here is where the action is. This fight right here is what is going to determine the winner or loser of this matchup. And the thing that is so impactful about this particular fight is that blue has such an edge on points that they can basically abandon their structures, and they should. They can abandon their structures, and they should, because even if red captured all their structures right now, there's no way they're going to get enough points in the remaining 9 minutes of the match to matter. So I think blue needs to go all in on just stopping this arc from being captured. Now red has a different problem. Red has to defend their structures, because if they don't, then actually, do they have to defend their structures? I take it back. Red also should abandon their structures, because I don't think blue has quite enough lead that they could win by capturing all of red structures and losing the arc. I don't think they could do that. I think it's all about this arc. This arc is going to be the point maker or point breaker. 620 points per minute for red and 560 points per minute for blue. This is really close. This arc defines the matchup, and it spawns in 1 minute and 10 seconds. And I can tell you from experience that we've had some very close Ark of Osiris League matchups. That is enough time to score an arc. That is more than enough time to score an arc. What do you think about new runes that focus on blacksmith, speed, production, and maybe even specific materials? Yeah, it could be okay. That could be okay. We're in Kingdom 75 with our main. Kingdom 75. Russell says, playing in the TT match earlier, thanks for the stream. They were just too strong in the last 15 minutes. Keep up the great work. Thank you, Russell. I do seriously appreciate it. How much is this arc worth? Well, let's math that out. At least 2 arcs have been scored, right? I believe the first arc is 3,000, and then it's worth 3,500. So I'm pretty sure this is a 4,000 point arc. I'm pretty sure this is a 4,000 point arc, and that is going to be enough points. However, looks like one of the structures was taken by blue, and the point per minute game could put blue out of being contendable from an arc capture. It could be enough. It could be that even an arc capture with the time remaining might not be enough. Ooh, I think that's a true statement. Wow, this is really close. Chisgule, how much power do you gain per day? Karen, I gain very little power on an average day, but in the next Mighty Governor, I will probably gain 10 million power. So you don't want to gain small amounts of power every day if it's at the cost of being able to win big events. So we save up our resources, we save up our speed ups, and then we go completely ham in an event that we want to win. Thanks for the stream. I had learned many things. Appreciate it. You're very welcome, Phoenix Jack. Do Belisarius' 3rd skill and Bibar's 4th skill stack? Yes, they do. Mr. Patel? Yes, they do. Andrew Podshelny says, blue just has to delay. I think you're correct that blue just has to delay. The onus is on red in the next 6 minutes to score this arc, and they might even need to get one of these altars back in order to win still. They're in a very, very precarious position. By the way, if you're enjoying this video and you like Rise of Kingdoms, please do like the stream. That helps surface my content to other people. That really means a lot. And subscribe to the channel. Turn the bell on for notifications so you know when we're going live covering all of these awesome matches. You're not going to want to miss these, and there's only more exciting stuff on the way. Am I ever going to do a house tour? Sasha, do you want a house tour? Chat, do you want a tour of my house? Is that a thing? Is that a thing? How can you define early, mid, or late game? I would say early game is defined as the first 120 days of the kingdom's life. Mid-game would be 121 to maybe 300. And then late game is 300 plus. That's one way of defining it, by age. The other way of defining it is by power. Kingdom 9T wins? Well, maybe. Oh yeah, 710 points per minute. Man, that's tough. That is tough. Red needed to both hold their structures and take this arc, and they've proven unable to do both of those things at the same time. Whew. People want a house tour? No need to show the house, just the baby. House tour if you want to do it. I don't know. We'll see. I guess we could do a house tour. I mean, like, it's not like we have a super fancy house. It's not like we have a super fancy house. No, we are renting. All right. Looks like that arc is down. I mean, we kind of know this matchup is over. If there is another matchup that is extremely close, if someone's got another matchup that is hairline close, let me know what division it is, and we can jump over there and catch the last 3 minutes of it. This match, I think, is defined in favor of the Kingdom Tigers. Do you think 5341 Khan is better than an Expertise Epic Cavalry Commander? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. 5341 Khan is better than an Expertise Epic. The Chisgule Mansion? Oh, it's no mansion. It's certainly not a mansion. Sibyllin Wang says, hey, Chisgule, do we need to clear the hospital before KVK ends? Good question. I don't know, but I would definitely get below that hospital cap. I would not risk it. I would not risk having your hospital over the cap. Groggy says no matches are close. Good to know. Thank you, sir. Is it better to rush direct to City Hall 25 or take it slowly and upgrade every single thing? I would say it is better to rush. You should rush your City Hall. That's the play. That is because it increases the number of troops you can bring in your march, and that goes a really long way. 2 minutes and 27 seconds remaining in this matchup. This has been a pretty fun one to watch, a pretty fun one to cast. The Chisgule Island? No, I do not live on an island. If I had crazy YouTube money, which I do not, but if I did, and I had a really amazing internet connection on an island, that would be pretty cool. I'm not going to lie. Why are you and Gecko streaming the same arc? Just a coincidence. Just a coincidence. This matchup happened to be really good. I guess it's not a coincidence at all. Gecko and I both key in on what's good. And this matchup is what's good. My kingdom today won in Final 97. Cool. Congratulations. Do you think Sun Tzu and Max Olgi is better than Sun Tzu and a 5-5-1-1 Richard, or a 5-5-1-1 Richard and a Max Sun Tzu? So the 5-5-1-1 Richard is definitely better than the Olgi Mundok. So Sun Tzu Richard will be the better pick. What is our alliance name? We are Smash Squad Wolves. We're actually one of the featured matchups, if you can believe it, at the 1900 time slot. So in just a short 4 hours from now, 4 hours? 3 hours from now, we're going to be playing Ark of Osiris League. You can spectate that in-game if you want. We will not be streaming it. We generally do not stream our Ark matches. No sense showing all of our commanders and cards and where everything is. Like, we got to keep a little close to the vest here. OV crushed it. Not surprising. Chisgule, do you ever type in Kingdom Chat, or is that a bad idea? I type in Kingdom Chat occasionally. I've been known to put a message or two in Kingdom Chat. It's a thing. We do that. All right. Ark of Osiris is on the move again, but with 22 seconds, this matchup is certainly over. Still waiting for Smash Squad Wolves KVK to start. Yeah, no new KVK lined up yet, but we've got about 350 million power of headroom until we hit Imperium. So you're going to want to get into our Kingdom 75, if that's a thing you're interested in before we flip. Chisgule, do you go to the gym, bro? Yes, we do. Yes, we do. All right. There was the matchup. MVP was from La Familia. Pretty cool. Individual score of 111,000. Really solid. And there we go. What happened? Wow. I mean, you can see it here in the healing and in the kills. The Kingdom 1279 simply didn't have the commander power to withstand Kingdom 93 and the bullying that they could do in the open field. That open field presence led to the Kingdom Tigers' victory. They were able to control that and with their commander superiority do work. If you enjoyed this live stream, then please do like and subscribe. It would mean a whole heck of a lot to me as a content creator. This is your way of thanking me for the content. We're going to head out for now, but we will cover all of the Ark League matches as they heat up. And let me tell you, they are heating up, my friends. Like and subscribe. And until next time, you have fun smashing the kingdom.